graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Okay, how about now? There we go. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Sorry about that, guys. All right, how's everybody doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We finally got our audio up and running, and we are all good to go. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Great. All right, good. And our sound effects are working. Let me make sure that our sound effects are working. I apologize about that. I don't know what the heck happened. I really don't know what the heck happened over there. So I do really apologize about that. And now, for some reason, our sound effects aren't working either. So let's go to properties and let's fix that right now. That's what we'll do. Let's do that now. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're back. We're back. That's better. There we go. Good. Our sound effects are up. I don't know why that's a little bit low. Is that because the speaker is low? I don't know. I don't know if that's because the speaker is low. I guess that's why. How about now? Let's try that. That's better. There we go. All right. We're good. All right, great. I missed you guys. I really did. I missed you guys so much. It's been a week, and it feels like it's been a month. It really has. I'll get into like what's new with me, but you know what? We got to talk about business, man. We got to talk about business. We have to talk about these Sixers, okay? They have not been fun. They have not been fun to watch at all whatsoever. And it's gotten to the point now where I asked in the poll today. I want to hear your thoughts about this for sure. Is it time to move on from Joel Embiid? Is the question that I have for you all today. Now, please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section. Again, we will take a look at the poll in just a little bit, but do you think it is time to move on from Joel Embiid? Now, will the Sixers move on is another question, but is it time to move on from Joel Embiid? Give me a yes or give me a no down below, and make sure that you vote for that. Embiid is not playing tonight. No surprise to anybody. Neither is Paul George, and Kyle Lowry is still out as well for the Philadelphia 76ers. The one positive that I've been taking away has been Jared McCain. This guy has been literally a diamond in the rough, and I think that he sort of shed light on the Sixers organization, and that's been like the only thing that has been somewhat positive. He's balling, he's playing really, really well, but the team's not winning, and we expected at this point in time that the Sixers would be doing very, very well. Why aren't they doing well? There's a couple of reasons why. A, they're not staying healthy. That's the main reason why. And we have guys that are injury prone. We have older guys as well that are on this team. And it's a young man's league. Two, we have a very bad play calling approach and bad coaching from Nick Nurse overall with the rotations and just the hesitancy of not playing certain guys and playing certain guys way too much. And that's been a very big problem for the Sixers, for sure, as well as not everybody being available. But tonight is a new night, and hopefully by us being back on here, we will get a win as the Sixers take on the Houston Rockets. It's Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain taking on Alperen Şengün and Jalen Green. It should be an interesting matchup. My expectations tonight, I want the Sixers to win. I expect them to win, but part of me also is a little bit hesitant to take them in this game as well. I will say that the Sixers, I think, will have Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain go off. I do. I really think that they're going to go off tonight, but I just don't know about the rest of the supporting cast. I don't know if they have what it takes for them to even be competitive. You're really, the best bet tonight is that Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey go for 30 points each. I think that that's the best case scenario tonight. If they can combine to score and pull and have other teammates involved, if they're responsible for about 80 of the points tonight, then that's the only way I see the Sixers winning. So that's just me, though. Here we go. Tip-off underway. Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, Kelly Oubre Jr., Gershon Yabusele, and Andre Drummond all out there for the Sixers. And Drummond wins the tip-off as the Sixers are going from left to right. Here's a three-pointer by McCain. He puts it up, can't put it in. Drummond gets the rebound. McCain gets it back. He steps back and hands it off to Andre Drummond. We'll get into the Rockets lamp in just a little bit. But there's a shot that goes up by Oubre. Oubre can't get it up. Sixers get another offensive rebound by Andre Drummond. And the clock resets. As Tyrese Maxey has the ball. Sixers are in their white and blue uniforms. And the Rockets are in their red, white, and black uniforms. There's a shot by Maxey. He floats it up and floats it in. All right, good. Good stuff. All right, so Sixers already have a 2-0 lead within the first minute of the ball game. Rockets, they have, as we mentioned, they're in their red, black, and white uniforms, white letters and numbers on both the front and the back. Şengün with a step-back J, and that's no good. And the Sixers are able to grab a rebound. Looks like it's Maxi going inside to Drummond. Drummond tips it out to Oubre for a three on the far corner. Can't get it to go, and the Rockets out in transition. Brooks with a shot. He goes up with it. It's denied and rejected by Kelly Oubre Jr., who tried to chase him down right by the basket. Maxi gets it on the other side, steps back, lets it fly. Three-point shot, too strong as it goes in and out. Tried to flush it down the drain, just could not get that one to fall. 2-0 Sixers thanks to Tyrese Maxey's runner that he hit with about 11:05 to go in the first quarter. Şengün step back Jay from the foul line, too easy. And we're tied back at 2. I say yes, I'm a Sixers fan since the 70s. If he's not helping the team, dump him, says Easy Up Gamers. I agree with you about the Embiid thing. McCain's three-pointer, that's too strong. Sixers are settling for a lot of threes so far, and they're not really being aggressive. Here comes Van Vliet down the hill, and he tries to give it back to Dillon Brooks, but it's stolen away by McCain. McCain puts it up and puts it in. Nice layup by Jared McCain. Underhanded scoop. He was trying to attack the basket, and he went underhand with the left hand right down the center of the lane and gave the Sixers a 4-2 lead. However, the Rockets respond as Jalen Green knocks down a tray from 26 feet, and Alperen Şengün gets the assist. So it's a 5-4 Rockets lead. Maxi goes up on the other side, gets the ball rejected by Jalen Green, who just blocked Tyrese Maxey's shot. Şengün with the rebound. We have some contact over on the other side, and there's going to be a foul called on Tyrese Maxey with exactly 9 minutes to go in this first quarter. So Jabari Smith Jr., Dillon Brooks, Alperen Şengün, Fred VanVleet, and Jalen Green all out there for the Rockets. That is their starting five. For the Sixers again, it's McCain, Maxi, Oubre, Yabusele, and Drummond. It is a shooting foul, so Green's going to head on over to the line, and they'll shoot 2 free throws. First one is up, and it's in. 6-4 Houston. Green this year averaging about 18.2 points per game. Was a second overall draft pick back in the 2021 draft by the Houston Rockets, and he's now playing in his third season. Second foul shot, that's good. It's now 7-4. Houston leads it by a trace. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the bell icons, folks. Here we go. McCain goes inside with the left hand. He's over at the nail, spins, turns around, gives it up to Yabusele. Yabusele back over to McCain as they play a game of catch. Yabusele's step-back jumper is a little bit short, and Şengün cleans the glass. So the Sixers tried to settle for a mid-range jumper by Gershon, and that time it did not work. Good ball movement by the Rockets. And here comes Yabusele, tried to draw a charge. Instead, it's a step-back three-pointer by Jalen Green. Off the nice pass by Dillon Brooks, who was right down the lane. And Jalen Green left wide open over on that far corner. Too easy for Jalen Green, a very good three-point shooter. McCain, step back, two-point shot. Good by Jared McCain. A pull-up jumper by McCain. And the Sixers back down by 4. The dribble handoff over to Alperen Şengün. Here's another three-pointer. That's up, and that time it's no good, as the Sixers are able to get a rebound from Jalen Green's missed three. Maxi steps back, gets the dribble handoff, takes it down the lane now, goes up with a shot. He puts it up, and he puts it in. Nice layup by Maxi, who finished on the right side of the baseline. He went underhanded, finished with the right hand, got it off the glass, and the Sixers down by 2. 7.5 minutes left to be played. Tyrese Maxey so far 4 points. McCain with 4 as well. And that's how all 8 of the Sixers' points have come between those two guys. Brooks, step back, three-point shot. That's up and in, but they're not going to count the bucket. They're going to say that Dillon Brooks turned it over, and it's going to be a travel, I believe. All right, why isn't chat showing up over here? I don't know why chat's not showing up. There we go. Good stuff. That's better. That's better. Get your reps, JJ. I'm not supporting this team until I'm bored in March and they stink. I feel that, man. Here's a step back three that's up and in by Gershon Yabusele. And the Sixers take the lead 11-10. Gershon with the three-pointer from the near corner. Rooks with a pass over to Alperen Şengün. Wants to try to take on Kelly Oubre. He's about 5 inches smaller than him. And we have a whistle called, and it's going to be a personal foul called on Kelly Oubre Jr., and the Sixers are going to call for time with about 6:51 left to go in quarter number 1. They lead it by 1 thanks to a three-pointer by Gershon Yabusele to give them an 11-10 lead. They were down 10-8, and we have a timeout. Sixers will be back in just a few moments. All right, so let's figure out what's going on with Ninja Chat. I don't miss any of this stuff. Except I miss you guys. Yeah, man. I definitely missed y'all, and I'm really happy to be back. I'm actually going to put the camera on me for a second. For those of you that are new, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Memberships, they're $2.99, man. They're $2.99 a month. It's a very, very good deal. I think it's really, really awesome. And you guys should definitely become members. Ninja Chat just does not want to cooperate with me tonight. That's fun. That's beautiful. That makes me feel very happy. Yes, and I was going to put the camera on me, but now I'm trying to do 2 things at once, man. Trying to do 2 things at once. Let's try it now. Yo, can you guys see this? Or is it just not going to be that type of a day? All right, so let me go to my monologue screen. Yeah, wow. I missed you guys. I really did. It's been 6 days, man. It's been 6 days since I was last on stream. What happened during those 6 days? I took a little bit of some me time. I think it's like really important to try to take care of mental and physical health. I've been really trying to get into better routines in the morning. I've been exercising a lot more. I'm losing weight. I'm also gaining some muscle as well. And mentally speaking, I think that this was a good time for me to sort of hit the refresh button and just really try to just step away, you know? Like I needed a little bit of a mental vacation from things, and I'm really happy to be back. I feel very, very refreshed, and I'm happy to see you guys, you know? It's I think that we get lost in the sauce sometimes, and sometimes we feel like, you know, it's important to try to be consistent and do things every day. And while that is true, sometimes like you got to take a step back as well, and you got to take care of yourself. And it's important to focus on things that make you happy. And I really feel like I've been very refreshed over this last week or so. And again, it's by exercising more, and it's by building that confidence and eating better and really taking better care of the body. So it's been great. We've been shooting some hoops as well. We're working on that mid-range J, and then we'll get to the threes just in case the Sixers need us because, you know, they're always looking for shooters that are under the age of 30, even though they probably won't play them because that's just how it goes. But anyhow, we're back in business. Let's go. 11-10 Sixers. We're out of the timeouts. All right, let's go back to our screen. There's a dunk that's delivered by Jalen Green. Look out below for Jalen, man. Oh, man. What a dunk that was. He has a lot of athleticism, a guy who's just, they say that he has the mad hops, as the kids call him. 6 feet 4 inches tall, 186 pounds, and he has a lot of flight in him. So it's now a 12-11 ball game. We're showing the replay of the Jalen Green dunk. Jared McCain did miss a 15-foot pull-up jumper. Drummond got the rebound. But we did have a foul called on the floor. It was a personal by Brooks. So Oubre will inbound it. He bounces it over to Gershon, who's over at the top of the key. They play hot potato. Drummond over to Maxi. Maxi to Gershon. Back outside over to Oubre, who goes down the lane and flushes it home with a sledgehammer. That was awesome. Oubre had some space to take a three, but he was like, I'm going to just take it to the cup myself. And he just nailed it and was able to get a nice little dunk. There's a three by Jalen Green. He knocks it down. He just cannot be stopped. He has scored 13 of the 15 points by the Rockets. I think the Sixers may have to start double-teaming him because he is on fire. 13 points, 1 rebound. He's 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. Oubre with a floater. He puts it up. It gets blocked, but a shooting foul called on the Houston Rockets. All right, so let's catch up with chat now while we're in this little break here. Let's see what's going on in chat, man. JJ's working out. Yes, sir. We can at least get some of our anger out as we gather here today on JJ's play-by-play. Yes, that's for sure. Yeah, we get some therapy with this. It's nice. All right, 15-14. Sixers down by 1. You're so good at technical difficulties and keeping the show going. Comes from the theater background, man, and it comes from just being in production. So can't panic. Things don't always go well with live production, but you gotta move on. That's just how it goes. You can't panic. You can't have anxiety. It's all about problem solving, right? 15-14, Sixers down by 1 as the first foul shot by Oubre was good. Then Thompson comes in for the Rockets. The second foul shot, that's no good. Yabusele tries to get the rebound. Oubre tries to deflect it, and it goes into the hands of Amen Thompson instead. They have a shot that goes up, and it's good. However, there's a foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. Eric Gordon's in for the Sixers, by the way, and so is KJ Martin. So Jared McCain is out, and so is Andre Drummond. So KJ comes on in for him. Green has scored 13 of the 15 points by the Rockets tonight. Again, he's 4 for 5 from the field and 3 for 4 from downtown. Rockets will inbound it over from their near sideline, and we have another whistle called, and the Rockets will inbound it again. So Jalen Green works around the screen. He goes down the lane. Gershon denies him and says, no, you're not going to get that layup. And it goes out of bounds. Rockets still obtain possession. And with 5:29 left to go, there's 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Gershon's going to tip the bad inbound pass into the hands of KJ Martin. He goes down over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey loses it as Şengün strips it. And it's stolen by Jabari Smith Jr., who gets the rebound. Alperen Şengün, they recorded it as a block. I think that he sort of just caused the strip, and it was really so stolen by Jabari Smith Jr. So that's the way that I looked at it. But Rockets lead it by 1. It's 15-14. And I think we're going to have some free throws. No, we're going to have an inbound pass. It was they called it a foul on KJ Martin with about 5:21 left to go in the first quarter. So Jalen Green makes the free throw. It was a transition foul. That makes it 16-14. Şengün will get the inbound pass. He spins, he turns, he tries to go up against Gershon Yabusele and can't hit the layup. And Gershon grabs the rebound. Gershon dodged a bullet there, but he throws it away. Oubre was trying to get set over in that near corner, and Gershon threw it way too far over towards his left side. And there was a miscommunication breakdown by the Sixers. We've seen that a lot this season, that's for sure. 16-14, Thompson, what's he going to do? He steps back, gives it up. There's a three-point shot that's up and in, and that makes it 19-14 by Jabari Smith Jr. The 21-year-old makes a 25-foot jumper. He went to Auburn College and was a third overall pick in the 2022 draft by the Houston Rockets. And we have a shot that goes up, and that's no good. But we do have a whistle called. It's a kickball violation on Alperen Şengün, and that'll bring in Tari Eason into the game for Jabari Smith Jr. And now KJ Martin gets the inbound pass. Maxi wants to step back. He wants to dance over his defender, Alperen Şengün. He puts up a shot, and that's no good. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün cleans the glass. 19-14 is the score. Şengün at the top of the key. Gets the ball stripped and stolen by Maxi. Tyrese Maxey off to the races. Tries to lay it up through contact. It's good. Whistles remain silent, though, by the refs, but Tyrese Maxey able to scoop and score for the Sixers. Would you love to see that? Jalen Green says, let me one-up you there, young fella, and I'll show you how it's done, as he makes a layup over on the other side. Through a lot of contact there as well. Maxi with a little teardrop with the right hand. Puts it up and it doesn't even hit the rim. Wasn't even close. It went wide right. Rebound by the Rockets. And we have another foul called on KJ Martin It is a shooting foul as Dylan Brooks tried to go coast to coast and could not get it to fall. There's about 3:40 left to go in the opening quarter. So they will call that a shooting foul on KJ Martin. What's up, Rising Rhino? How you doing? Marshawn's here as well. What's going on? Katie's also here. Thank you all so much for being here again. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys for coming on. You know, I really needed this break, and I'm happy to be back. 22-16 is the score. Rockets lead it by 6. There's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Amen Thompson, who's averaging about 11.5 points per game, is going to the line. First foul shot, it's good. Drummond will sub back in for Gershon Yabusele. And the second free throw, that's good as well by Amen Thompson. Amen was 4th overall pick of last year's draft by the Rockets. He was averaging 11.5 points per game this season. His brother Asar played for the Detroit Pistons. Oubre goes up with a left-handed layup, and that's blocked and rejected by Dylan Brooks, or Steven Adams that was. Adams tries to play defense over Andre Drummond as Drummond boxes him out. The shot was up, no good. Oubre parts the Red Sea, knifes his way through the lane, and lays it up and in with the left hand, and the Sixers back down by 5. So Steven Adams, the veteran, who spent a lot of his career with the Oklahoma City Thunder, is out there now for the Rockets. Brooks goes up with a shot. He gets it inside over to Steven Adams, and Adams puts it up, gets rejected, puts it back up again. Not once, not twice, but on the third try, it's good. And Andre Drummond commits the shooting foul. It'll be an and-one opportunity as the Rockets are going to call for time. 23-18 is the score. There's 2:46 left to go in the opening quarter, and the Sixers trail by 5 points at the Wells Fargo Center. Okay. All right. Again, apologize that the Ninja Chat's not working. What's going on? What's up, Snowman? Yeah, happy early Thanksgiving, everybody. Again, appreciate you all so much for being here. Let me know if you guys miss me down below. I really miss you guys. I love coming on here to stream, right? It's a lot of fun, but I really needed that break, and I feel so refreshed. I really do. I feel very refreshed coming back on here. It's great. It's great. It's really awesome. What else? What else is going on? I don't really know. Like what else is going on. Yeah. What's going on with you guys? I want to hear what you guys have been up to down below. Let me know what's been going on with you guys. Again, I know it's been a week, but yeah, let me know. This team, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This team has not been fun to watch. They're 2-6 at home. They're 3-13 overall, and the main reason why is because the star players haven't been able to stay healthy, and Nick Nurse just does not have this team playing at a high level, and no one's bought in. No one's bought into the philosophy, and it's a shame that this is where we are. And I asked in the poll question, if you guys want to answer down below, make sure that you do that. Is it time to move on from Joel Embiid is my question. My answer is yes. I think it is time to move on from Joel. And I'm like, let me put it to you this way. I'm 85% there on moving on from Joel Embiid. I'm 85% there. All right, I'll put it to you that way. And I love Joel. There's no bearing on what he's done as a Sixer, but it's been very underwhelming this year. The Sixers have underperformed, and I'm saying that to be very nice. And they just have not played up to par. And a lot of the reason why is because the big guys can't stay healthy. So 23-18 is the score. And with 2:45 left to go in the first quarter, Sixers will have to watch Steven Adams go over to the line for one more. Eric Gordon's still out there for the Sixers, by the way. It's just unbelievable how much playing time he's been getting. First, the foul shot's up, and that's good. So it'll actually be 2 free throws by Steven Adams. They're going to say that they didn't count the shot. They said that the foul was called on the floor. Adams averaging just about 2.5 points per game this season and 2.6 rebounds, and he knocks down the second free throw. Rockets have 25 points on the board, and they are 7 for 7 at the free throw line. Jalen Green already with 16 points of the 25 scored by the Rockets. Gordon lost the ball and now gets it back. Goes up inside with a floater. That's way too strong. And it's just unbelievable how much playing time this guy is getting out there. He's just not playing well at all. Van Vliet wide open 3. That was supposed to be Gordon's man, and Van Vliet makes him pay. 28-18 is the score. Gordon facilitates, gives it down low to Drummond. One more to Oubre, 3-pointer. That's off the mark. Steven Adams rebound. Outlet pass over to Fred Van Vliet over towards the left side. Van Vliet gets around the screen. Gordon can't stay on him. Step back 2 from the elbow. No good. Andre Drummond cleans the glass and grabs and snags his 4th rebound of the game. Jerry McCain back out there for the Sixers. It's McCain, Gordon, Martin, Oubre, and Drummond. McCain with a floater inside. No good. It was like time stood still. Oubre got the rebound, cleans the glass, puts it up, and puts it in. And he finishes on the left side of the baseline. Philadelphia down by 8 points with about 90 seconds to go. Green drives. Green finishes through traffic and gives the Rockets a double-digit lead. It's been the Jalen Green show. 18 points in this opening quarter for him. KJ Martin hesitated on shooting a 3, was left wide open. Gives it off to Andre Drummond. Now back over to Oubre. Oubre goes down the lane, steps back, puts up a foul line jumper, and connects. And Kelly Oubre has scored the last 4 points for the Sixers. Oubre has it going on. 7 points, 2 rebounds, and a personal foul as well. 30-22, Philadelphia down by 8 points. Here's Jalen Green being guarded by Gordon. The ball gets stripped by Oubre, and Van Vliet goes up with it. He goes down the lane. The ball gets blocked by Andre Drummond, and with about 4.3 seconds left to go, the ball goes out of bounds, and Rockets will still have possession of the ball. That's 4.3 seconds left on the shot clock, 48.2 seconds left to go in the first quarter. So the Sixers had a nice little defensive sequence there, thanks to Andre Drummond. After Oubre made a free throw line jumper, Andre Drummond was able to play really good defense on Fred Van Vliet. So Van Vliet will inbound it on the baseline. Van Vliet over to Steven Adams as he lobs it over to him. And we, I think, have a foul called as Steven Adams gets poked into the eye, the left eye by Andre Drummond. There's a personal foul indeed. The Sixers have reached the foul limit, but the Rockets are now in the bonus. And so more free throws coming up, and it'll be by Steven Adams, who's going to head to the charity stripe and try to shoot some free throws. Adams now 31 years old, was drafted by the Thunder back in 2013. First foul shot's up, and he misses it as it hits off the front of the rim. Adams throughout his career averages about 9.2 points per game. He's just a 53.5% foul shooter. This season, he's only shooting 40% from the line, but that wasn't as bad as the 2022-23 season, where he had averaged only 36.5% from the free throw line. That was 2 years ago. He missed all of last season. Adams' second foul shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Tari Eason, and Andre Drummond gets the rebound off of his missed hook shot. Oubre goes down the lane, gets the ball kicked and battered around by the Sixers. Maxi has it back, goes down the lane, tried to feed it to Andre Drummond when he just should have taken the shot. Amen Thompson gets the steal, lobs it inside over to Tari Eason, and that makes it a 10-point lead for the Rockets. 20 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Shot clock is unplugged for the Philadelphia 76ers. McCain dribbles with the right hand, crosses over towards the left hand, over towards the Sixers logo. McCain, behind the back dribble moves, puts it up, and puts it in. He went behind his back and went over to the foul line and was able to just make that shot. Here comes Fred VanVleet with a prayer. He puts it up, and he puts it in. A buzzer beater by Fred VanVleet as he does it against his former coach, and he hit it right over in between the rings. Let's see if he got the shot off in time. Oh, he most certainly did. It was with 1.2 seconds left to go. And just like that, well, the Sixers down in double figures by 11. 35-24 is the score. Jalen Green going off against the Philadelphia 76ers. And they'll be back in just a few moments. All right, we'll try it one more time with Ninja Chat. Okay, we'll try it one more time. I don't like how this is working. I really don't. Let's try it now. Testing. Let me try to close Google Chrome, man. Let me try to close Google Chrome and see if that works. Okay. Chrome. I don't know, man. This team is infuriating. Oh, they're so frustrating. They're so ugly to watch. It's like unbelievable how we're actually at this point. And you really do think about it. It's like so crazy. Let's go on over back to YouTube. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. We only have 23 people on here watching. I better see 23 likes on here. If you guys want to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm very happy with all of our members that are on here. Means a lot to me. Also, BW was here earlier. BW, happy Thanksgiving to you. Appreciate you for being on here, man. Let's go to the studio. Let's go here. Nice. Hi. Nothing. Nothing is going right. You just closed the dockable window. Okay. I know I did. I know I did. Crazy. All right, it's now 35-24. Rockets make a bucket over on the other side, and the Sixers are just having a hard time responding in this game against Houston. McCain dribbles with the left hand, spins, turns around, gives it off to Reggie Jackson. A dribble handoff to Eric Gordon, who goes down the lane, goes up with a right-handed shot, and he didn't even realize that he was underneath the basket, and it hit off the bottom of the rim, grabbed his own rebound, and was able to put it back up and in somehow, some way for the Sixers to cut the deficit to 11. I mean, that's just unbelievable. Jackson playing defense all over Fred VanVleet. Oh, man. It's just crazy. VanVleet dribbles with the right hand, steps back, puts up a floater over Reggie Jackson, and he gets fouled in the act of shooting. Dude, I don't understand it at this point. I mean, I will go off during halftime. Eric Gordon is just continuing to give you nothing out there, man. And he's just not playing well at all whatsoever. There's so many other options. VanVleet steps back, goes up for three on the other side. No. Adams tips it. Can't get the tip in, though. And Drummond says, I've had enough. Reggie Jackson over towards the far side. He's over at the top of the key now. Hands it off to Andre Drummond. Drummond lost the ball. It's stolen by Steven Adams. However, Gershon Yabusele gets it, and he's fouled. So Adams lost the ball for a quick second after it was a bad read by Andre Drummond. I got to tell you that Gershon, ever since he went overseas, man, he's really developed a nice three-point jumper. He's played really well, and he shows a lot of fight out there for this team. Gershon at the line. First foul shot's up, and he missed it. Hit off the front of the rim. We got a $5 dono from Robert Downs. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate it very, very much. For some reason, the super chats are showing, but there we go. That's better. Once you hit the super chat button, it started working. I like that. I like that a lot. 37-27 as the Sixers trail by 10 once again. Easton goes up for 2, and he's fouled by Eric Gordon. My gosh. It's unbelievable. This guy out there is a -9 in 7 minutes. What else? We got life and death matters going on over here. Oh, man. Please keep the chat clean, Maria. You know, we don't tolerate that over here. You know, we got to keep it clean. Got to be professional. So I just wanted to give you a warning about that. So, all right. Sixers down by 11 points. It's 30-27. Hopefully my mod squad's here. Speaking of moderators, make sure that everybody's keeping the chat clean. Foul shots up, and that's good by the Rockets. Make it now 38-27. Sixers are going to try to respond over on the other side. McCain steps back, tries to hit a shot. No, but the flush is good by Ricky Council IV, who comes on in for the Sixers, and the Sixers are now down by 2. So Council, Yabusele, Drummond, McCain, and Jackson out there for the Sixers. And we have a Steven Adams turnover. Isn't it interesting when you have somebody athletic out there that can actually jump, how much of a difference that makes rather than slow veterans? It is interesting for sure. Council hands it off over to McCain. McCain back over to Council. Council to McCain. McCain lost the ball. It's stolen by Adams. A home run pass over to Şengün, and he misses the bunny. Good defense, though, by Jared McCain. Council, rebound. McCain, other side. Goes down the lane and tries to dribble around the timeline. Scoops it up with the right hand and scores. That is awesome. What a play by Jared McCain, and a timeout called by the Rockets. And the Sixers down by 7. I mean, that's just unbelievable that Reed Sheppard, who got the steal, just could not hit the shot. Thought maybe it was a nice defensive play by Jared McCain, but Reed Sheppard just not able to hit the wide open layup, and the Sixers are able to make him pay. Jared McCain, 8 points. He's 0 for 3 from 3, but he's 4 for 9 from the field. Good. All right. Thanks, Robert. Love your work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's take... Nick Nurse goes to Ricky Council, according to Paul Hudrick, for a little energy, and he provides it. It's not hard. I mean, my gosh. It's like the same stuff every single game. You go to athletic guys, what do you know? What do you know? Justin Edwards should be playing out there. Lester Quinones should be out there now for the Sixers. At this point, what's going right with this crew that's out there right now? You got to try something new. You got to try to see what type of spark you can get off the bench from the younger guys. And finally, Nick Nurse is able to go to Ricky Council, and good things happen. 2 rebounds, 2 points when he comes on in for the first couple of minutes. What do you know? It's not rocket science. It's a game of athleticism, and it's a game of energy. And when you have guys off the bench that can do that, that are energy boosters, those are the types of players that you want to be out there. And he did that. So, it's just crazy. It is. It's a very funny thing, man. McCain is on track, dude. Oh, man. Yes, McCain is on track, and chat stopped working again. Somebody giving her a dono. Just kidding. That's when it really started to work. I don't know. RB says, I like to invite Daryl Morey to have an open conversation with me. Ay, ay, ay. Drummond, though, 6 rebounds, no points. 2 assists as well. Wow. Sixers down by 7. 9:40 left to go in the first half. They've outscored the Rockets 7-3 to start off the second quarter. What do you know? I'm just laughing. I really am. Van Vliet, Eason, Thompson, Adams, and Shepard all out there for the Rockets. We have a step-back foul line jumper by Fred Van Vliet, and that's good. All right. Let me provide those notes. Ricky, Council, Spark. 9:08 left to be played in the second quarter. McCain, floater, down the lane. Too strong, way too strong. And Amin Thompson grabs his miss. Eason, how will you pass inside? And look out below. Star Eason gets the dunk off of the assist by Reed Shepard. Jackson to McCain. He lets it fly. Three-pointer. No good. McCain's three-point shot has been way off the mark tonight. He's 0 for 5 now from downtown. Council commits a foul over on the other side. And we have another whistle called against the Philadelphia 76ers. KJ Martin will sub on in for Andre Drummond. Alperen Şengün steps back in for the Rockets. Steven Adams will come on out of the game. Fred Van Vliet's also going to head back on over to the bench. And we have somebody else coming in for Houston. Looks like it's going to be Jabari Smith Jr. Şengün, top of the key, draws the contact and tries to deliver through traffic. Gives it up to Eason, goes up for 2, and he's fouled by Gershon Yabusele. Sixers down by 11, and Nick Nurse is looking up at the scores at the scoreboard himself, and has not been able to put anything up. We got a quiet chat. Is chat working, actually? Maybe you're not quiet. I just can't see what y'all are typing. First foul shot, good. To make it a 12-point lead. Maybe I should just put chat on my phone. At this point, what do I have to lose, man? We got 26 people tuning in. Only 15 likes, man. We got to hit the thumbs up button. Come on. Come on, guys. Support the channel. Second foul shot, that's good, too. That makes it 44-31. 8.5 minutes left to be played. We're down 1 million already, says Marshawn. What's up, dude? Welcome on back. Gershon goes up with a layup. He puts it up, and he puts it in. That makes it 44-33. How about the nice little scoop from Jared McCain over to Gershon Yabusele. Shot goes up, and it's denied and rejected by Gershon. Council leading the charge on the other side. Skip passes it to McCain, and he puts it up and in. Ricky Council the fourth. 3 rebounds, 2 points, and how about an assist as well? There's a shot that gets chucked up. That's no good. Council buzzes in for the rebound. The ball gets stripped by the Rockets, and a reach and foul is called. Amin Thompson is the one that gets called guilty for committing the personal foul. And I mean, my goodness. Tyrese Maxey will step on in for Jared McCain. And it just seems like Council, it's just been his day off the bench so far. He's been an absolute positive for the Sixers. Reggie Jackson, I think, is also going to take a seat. There's going to be a coach's challenge here. So that's why Jackson's going over towards the bench. And so will Gershon Yabusele and the rest of the Sixers as we have a timeout called. The crowd is dead. Crowd is dead. You mean the chat, or are you talking about the crowd? Is it really surprising that the crowd's dead? I think that we got a dead crowd and a dead chat tonight. Man. All right. So nobody answer me. What have you guys been up to over the last week? Please let me know down below. Nobody has answered me. I would love to hear what you guys have been up to over this last week. If you don't want to share, you don't have to. But again, I like to get to know my viewers, and I like to get to know the people that are on stream with me. So if you guys want to share something cool that you guys got to do last week or today or whatever it was, let me know. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? How about that? That's a really good question. I'm going over to my cousin's tomorrow, and I'll be spending time, of course, with the family, and that'll be really cool. We're going to have some awesome food. I don't really know fully what's on the menu, but yes, it should be fun. It should be very nice. We're going to watch some football, I'm sure at nighttime when all is said and done, and we're going to relax. But what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Comment down below. Let me know what your Thanksgiving plans are, please. Yeah, I talk to myself a lot on here. That does tend to happen to me, and I also get very tongue-tied. Baseball started in Australia. I spent the last weekend watching every game. It was fantastic, says Scott. That's really cool. Very nice. Who's your team? Who's your team in Australia? Let me know down below. Ugh. Had to let out a good yawn there. Anybody have any Thanksgiving plans that they want to share? Hey, how about this for breaking news? A challenge went in the favor of the Philadelphia 76ers. When was the last time that that's actually happened? It's just been that type of a season, man. We only have 6 teams, says Scott. Oh, I didn't know. I'm going to my aunt's house tomorrow. That's really cool, David. Where's aunt? Where's the aunt? I don't know if you say aunt or aunt. I say aunt. So, Sixers have a call that goes their way, and the Rockets get charged with a timeout. Here we go. Shots up, and that's no good by the Sixers. 3-point shot over on the other side. No good. Tyrese Maxey grabs the rebound, and Maxi steps back. Thought about taking the 3. Goes down the lane. Right-handed layup is up and in. Nice job by Tyrese Maxey to scoop and score for the Sixers. I don't know who would take Joel with his contrast, says Robert. I feel you, man. I really do. I feel you on that for sure. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Robert? Let me know down below. Şengün gets the dribble handoff over at the top of the key. Gershon Yabusele all over him. And Ola pass outside over to Reed Shepherd. And Shepherd gets called for a travel as he takes about 4 steps and travels the whole entire world. And it'll be Sixers basketball. They're down by 7. Sixers have outscored the Rockets in this quarter 13-9. And we played about 5 minutes. A little bit over 5 minutes in the second quarter. 7 turnovers by the Rockets, 4 by the Sixers. Gershon, Maxi, KJ Martin, Ricky Council IV, and Kelly Oubre Jr. all out there for the Sixers. Gershon inside, outside over to Council. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Outside is Oubre. One more inside the KJ Martin. 2.5 seconds left to go. Shot gets denied and rejected by the Rockets. It's Jabari Smith Jr., who stands tall, stands his ground over KJ Martin. Jalen Green gets the rebound. Brooks inside, and gives it back over to Thompson. Thompson back to Brooks for a 3-pointer, and he clamps it over. It's way too far away. Actually hit the backside of the rim. Sixers have the ball back. Yabusele, wide open 3-pointer. Connects! Tyrese Maxey with the assist, and the Sixers down by 4 against the Houston Rockets. So the Rockets have gone on a field goal drought over the last 3 minutes or so, and, well, they end that drought thanks to a bucket and an easy layup by Jalen Green. 18 points for Green. That's his first bucket of the second quarter so far. He had 16 in the first. KJ, down low, skip pass over to Oubre, wide open 3-pointer. Too strong. Ball gets battered around into the hands of Asar Thompson. Or Amen Thompson, that is. That's his brother. Amen Thompson hands it off over towards Jalen Green. Green steps back. Oubre guarding him. He was clamps on him for a second. Brooks wide open three-pointer. They'll have him take that any day at the top of the key, and that's way off the mark. Council climbs the ladder, comes down the chimney with the board. Maxi steps back. He's over at the top of the key, dribbles over towards the right side. Now takes it all the way over towards the near corner. Almost lost his balance. 8 seconds left to go. He's being heavily guarded. Now it's a spin, turn. 5 seconds left. KJ Martin cuts over to the basket and somehow makes the layup. It was a hook shot, and it bounced and trickled in towards the net, and the Sixers down by 4, an 11-2 run by Philadelphia. Dribble handoff from Şengün to Green. Three-point shot, too strong. KJ Martin able to grab the board. Sixers doing a much better job on the glass. 9 points for Oubre, 8 points for Maxi. McCain also going off. He's not in right now. Sixers get a layup from KJ Martin, and Tyrese Maxey making the right play again. Maxi's playmaking abilities over these last couple of minutes have led the Sixers on this 13-2 run. Green cuts back door, wide open slam dunk party for him. Another jam. That was actually Amen Thompson, excuse me, not Jalen Green. So scratch that. Alperen Şengün got the assist. Maxi gets it back over from KJ Martin. Steps back, tries to go up for a three. Bullseye! Sixers down by 1. And Maxi hits from another area code. Speaking of another area code, there's a Rockets three-pointer. That's no good. Sixers on a 16-4 run. They have possession. Maxi can give the Sixers the lead with a field goal, either a 2 or a 3. They're down by 1. 3.5 minutes left to go. Maxi with the ball over at the Toyota sign. Dribbles with the left hand. Goes down the lane. Kicks it out to Council. Council to Yabusele. Yabusele parts the Red Sea. Goes up with a shot, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. There were about 2.8 seconds left on the shot clock. And he'll go to the free throw line and try to tie the game for the Sixers at the very, very least. All right, let's cut that old sequence. Let's cut that old sequence, shall we? I like that. 48-47, Philadelphia down by 1 with 3:23 left to be played in the first half. Gershon for the tie. First foul shot. Got it. Swish. Goes the basketball. These are the first 2 free throws that the Sixers have attempted tonight, I believe. Is that correct? Sixers have tied the game. It's 48-48. That's the score. And the Sixers will try to take the lead. And the TV froze. Let's try to go back. Great. I think it froze for everybody here on cable. Second foul shot. That's good.
Excellent.
And that makes it 49-48. 3:06 left to be played in the second quarter. And the Rockets are going to call for time. So they do take a timeout as Jabari Smith lost the ball. He went out of bounds. And the Sixers are going to get the ball back. The Rockets call for a timeout. And the Sixers are up by 1. Good stuff. It's just zooming in on Kyle Lowry, says KGB. Yeah, man. In case you didn't see, they went to the Sixers. Somebody pulled the plug, so that's what happened. I know exactly how production goes. Somebody pulled the plug. Happy Thanksgiving, says EM. Thanks so much, EM. Appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Guys, we haven't even gotten 1 subscriber tonight. Come on. We got to get a subscriber. Come on. You guys better hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. That's Ricky Council has been a spark plug for the Sixers tonight, and he's come out there with a burst of energy and has looked really, really good. I just hope he continues to do that because that's the only way Nick Nurse is going to play him more if he just continues to ball out. It's crazy. It's just zooming in on Kyle Lowry. Yeah, no. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, EM. I appreciate that. Embiid and KJ Martin for Kristaps Porzingis and either a first rounder or Derek White. What do y'all think? Boston's never going to trade. with the Sixers. That's the truth. Maxi gets it from the left side, goes up through contact, can't finish it though, almost had it, and the rebound was snagged by Amen Thompson. Boy, the Sixers had the right play. Maxi gets back over on the other side, tries to play defense, but the scoop and score by Amen Thompson, he makes it look so easy. And we're riding the seesaw. Sixers down by 1 with about 2:35 left to be played. Ball gets stripped and stolen away. Oubre lost the ball. Tari Eason gets the steal. Eason misses the 2. Council cleans the glass, and the Sixers have the ball back. He has to throw it, though. Council into the front court. KJ Martin and Council, they play a game of chess. The ball goes up. KJ Martin tries to go for a layup, and he lost the ball, and it goes out of bounds over towards the baseline. Boy, the ball just got scattered around. The ball was being tipped and pinballed all over the court. And that's just how aggressive the Rockets have been on defense. There we go. We got 1 subscriber. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Sixers down by 1 point. 50-49 is the score. They were down by 11 heading into quarter number 2. And they've put up 10 more points compared to the Rockets in the second quarter so far. They've outscored them 25-15 in this quarter alone. Drummond, Maxi, Oubre, Martin, and Council all out there for the Sixers. How about this? No Caleb Martin in this game. I guess he was ruled out. We have a shot that goes up, and we have, I believe, a foul called on Philadelphia. Sixers on a roll right now. Where's my members at? Scott's here. I want to see more emojis down below, man. Bro, Maxi just cannot get any calls ever, says KGB. Yeah. First foul shot that's up and in. KGB, you never answered my question about what you're doing for Thanksgiving. I didn't hear anything from you. I hope you can hear me. I want to hear what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Nobody can listen to me. It's really sad. I want to hear Thanksgiving plans. I only heard 1. Second foul shot, that's no good by Jalen Green. He missed the second free throw, made the first one, and Philadelphia down by 2. Maxi bounces it over to KJ Martin. Martin will try to fake the handoff over to Council. Council slipped, and Maxi gets it back instead. Tyrese Maxey takes it over towards the nail. Skip passes it to KJ Martin. Inside, outside. 3-point shot by Tyrese Maxey. Tried to put it up. Could not put it in. KJ Martin tips it up. He can't tip it in. It's wide left. Rebound by the Rockets. Outlet pass over to Fred VanVleet. 3-point shot on the near wing. No good. Offensive rebound by Amen Thompson. Brooks with a step back 2. That's no good as well. Council plays defense. Goes up for 2. Goaltending called on the Houston Rockets, and we're knotted up at 51. There we go. I'm going to be in Delaware for tomorrow, making the cheesecake for tomorrow. Ooh, that's nice. You're making the cheesecake. What kind of cheesecake, man? What kind of cheesecake? Let me know down below. So we're knotted up at 51 apiece with 1:10 left to go in the opening half. Council playing really good defense all over Fred VanVleet, or Jalen Green, that is. Now KJ Martin steps up, tries to play defense, and there's a shot that goes up and in, and that makes it 53-51. So it's 55 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Council 7 rebounds in 9 minutes so far in this ball game. McCain back out there for the Sixers with less than a minute to be played. It's McCain, Maxi, Oubre, Council, and Martin. Oubre doinks a 3-pointer. Can't hit it. And it was a little bit short. Grabs the steal, though, on the other side. Bad handles by Amen Thompson. Oubre turns it over, though. And it looks like Jalen Green is just going to solo it himself. And he puts it up and in. It's 55-51. Amen Thompson's the one that grabbed the steal. And the Sixers down by 4 with 25 seconds to go. About 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Not a good couple of last possessions within the last minute for the Sixers. So, 15 seconds left to go. Tyrese Maxey over at the top of the key. He crosses over. He steps back. He goes down the lane. Scoops it up. Can't put it up and in. Shot clock is going to be waved off. I think that the Sixers should have gotten a goaltending call there. And Tyrese Maxey, trying to battle through all the physicality that he could, was not going to get it. 5.4 seconds left to go in quarter number 2. 55-51. That's the score. 4.5 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Ball gets tipped and stolen. KJ Martin with a three-quarters court shot. He puts up a prayer. No good. And that's going to do it. Sixers down by 4 as they go into halftime. And that is the score, 55-51. Rockets up by 4. They lead it by 2 possessions. And the Sixers will be back in just a few moments as we head into halftime. Yes. Raspberry cheesecake. Nice. Very, very nice. That sounds great. All right. Let's talk about this. Okay. Much better second quarter by the Sixers. Not a good first quarter, and that's why they're losing this game. Also, I didn't really like the last sequence of what happened within the last minute. I want to go back to the play-by-play. It's like so hard to remember all the scoring plays, right? It's so hard to remember everything. You kind of have to divide it all into chunks when it comes to basketball because there's a lot of action. We were down 51-49 and got outscored 6-0 within the last 90 seconds. I didn't like that. I really did not like that. It was with that. Actually, it was with. What was it? 80 seconds left to go. Tari Easton had a pull-up jumper that gave them the lead, and then Easton made a dunk as well. That was not good. It was really not good. We definitely lost our momentum. There was actually a 4-0 run within the last minute, so I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I'm at the point now where Eric Gordon should not be playing. I put that in my notes. Eric Gordon just continues to be a minus for the Sixers, and in that first quarter, what ended up happening? He comes into the ball game. He forgets how to shoot a layup. He can't, his feet are dry. He's driving through quicksand, and his feet are flat now, and he just can't make layups. He shoots one from underneath the rim, thinks that it's going to go in. It did not go in. He also had a couple of really bad turnovers. He tried to dump it inside to Andre Drummond through traffic, and that's just not going to work about 99.99% of the time. He also just cannot make his threes. He actually had a layup, or it was a rebound. I don't know how he got the rebound, but he did, to his credit. But he had a bad layup on the first try, got his own rebound, made it on the second try, and that was it. That was like the only good thing that he did. He was a -10. You look at everybody else. I mean, Tyrese Maxey has been a -5. Kelly Oubre has been a -5. But Ricky Council has been a +7 off the bench. And when Tyrese Maxey was playing and when McCain was playing, their plus-minus was not as good with Eric Gordon out there. So, how about Reggie Jackson with 2 blocks on the other side, too? Jackson has been playing pretty good defense in this game. I like to see that. KJ Martin playing very good off the bench. Athleticism, once again, it matters. It matters when you have athleticism out there. That's the reason why they're staying in this game, and that's also the reason why they're losing this game is because they don't go to their athletic guys in the first quarter, and they lose every single first quarter. It's the same thing over and over and over again. I don't get it. I don't get it at all whatsoever. This team really baffles me. The Rockets were picked to win by 5.5 points tonight. The over-under was at 219.5. Sixers are actually shooting just 3 for 13 from 3. Bro, we could not stop Jalen Green in the first quarter. Jalen Green was like going Michael Jordan on us. And for some reason, again, and part of it is the rotations, but Nick Nurse just does not decide to double team. He does not put anybody different on him. And finally, at the end of the second quarter, or during the second quarter, what he did do is he put Oubre on him. And Oubre actually played really good defense on Jalen Green and sort of took him out of the second quarter. Can they keep that up? I hope that Oubre can still play good defense, but I I try to give KJ Martin some looks and try to have him play some defense all over Jalen Green. But this guy was literally having all day and night to shoot in that first quarter. He had all the space to operate in the world. And you can't leave him wide open or else he's going to hit shots. That's just who he is. He's a very good, talented ball player, Jalen Green. 21 points in 18 minutes is really good. Now he had 17 of his 21 points, or 18 of his 21 points in the first quarter, I believe it was. But regardless, he had a lot of points. He did. He had a lot of points. He's already over his average this season. He's only averaging about 18.2 points per game. And, I don't know. I just can't understand. He has the hot hand. We got to put somebody on him. And we just don't do that for a very long time. And when we do, good things happen. I can't believe that the coaching has gotten this bad this quickly. I've been, I've been sort of doing my own research around. And I think that what we're not talking about is that the Sixers did have some changes with their assistant coaches and some sports psychology changes as well, and members of just the personnel that have just not been there and that have moved on. And I wonder if those are also factors as to why the Sixers are playing as poorly as they are. Part of me wonders what the play calling or who actually made the play calls at certain times last year. There's just not a lot of guys that, or there really haven't been a lot of the same types of plays that the Sixers have run this year. A lot of it's just been pretty easy offense, a lot of dribble handoffs, a lot of ISO basketball, and not a lot of zone. Not a lot of strategy has really gone into it and has been executed at a high level. Part of it's because, again, your star players aren't out there. But Nick Nurse, I saw him last year, and I saw him pushing the right buttons. I saw nice plays being put down on the court. You know what I mean? Even when they were down their big three last year with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Tobias Harris, if you want to call him a big three, that's however you think. But I'm just saying that even Nick Nurse last year would make really nice play calls, and you go back to the game where they were down by 29 or by 31 it was against the New Orleans Pelicans, brought them right back into the game, and even though they ended up losing, they made it really close at the end, and there was only a 5-point loss. Same thing with the Boston Celtics. When they're undermanned, they have more fight, and Nick Nurse continued last year to really do a good job at just getting everybody involved. He made really good play calls, at least the coaching staff did, and it's just not the same this year. I don't know what's going on with our head coach and with the decisions that are being made over on the clipboard. I don't get it. I'm not even just talking about rotations. I'm talking about strategy as well. Are they working on rebounding drills, right? What are they going over during practices? We're not going to know these things because the media is not going to tell us. So this is sort of what I've been seeing with my own two eyes. And as I took a week off to sort of process everything that's going on, I sort of thought about these other things because I think that all that stuff adds up. I really do. I remember Doc Rivers wasn't going over rebounding drills at times, during practices, and guys would just be standing around, and it really wasn't, productive practices at times, and it was tough. It was really tough, when the Sixers had him as the head coach at certain moments in time, and the Sixers struggled. I wonder if that's sort of the same thing that's going on here. I have every right to question that. I don't know. That's just where my mind is. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving due to its pagan roots. Yeah, I understand. But you don't get to spend time with family? You don't have any family or, I don't know, other people that you get to go see or anybody like that? A miracle we aren't down by 20 right now, says KGB. What's chat saying? I wanted to get my thoughts together. Yes, that's what I mean. It's the same plays all the time. Dude, like there's literally the Eagles offense last year is literally the Eagles offense last year and the Sixers offense this year have a lot in common because there's no creativity. There's no pin downs. I don't see any like ghost screens or like, I don't know. I don't see a lot of screens in general. There's not a lot of off-ball movement. Guys really aren't moving around. And when they are, it's mostly for dribble handoffs. I don't see a lot of screens. I don't see a lot of those like tic-tac-toe plays, you know, where somebody cuts back door, somebody's over on the nail, they get the little lob pass inside over at the nail, and then somebody cuts back door over towards the rim and is just wide open and gets a wide open dunk or a wide open layup. I don't see any of those types of things being run this year. And it's really sad, and it makes me question, you know, not only I can't just like look at the roster. I can't just look at the big guy and Paul George not being healthy, but I have every right to question my head coach too because there's not a lot of plays being executed at a high level, you know? And Nick Nurse, I thought, had his team ready a lot of times last year, and the Sixers bought into everything he was doing. And I could see certain things where I'm watching a lot of movement off the ball, and I'm like, well, I think that's the coaching staff right there, you know, that drew up that play. Every single time out of a timeout, I always thought to myself, I never worried about the Sixers last year when it came to just drawing up plays. This year, they have not been able to succeed. And the play calling has been awful. It's the truth. That's literally the truth. So, like, everybody wants to talk about, yeah, the big guy hasn't been there. PG hasn't been healthy. And all these other things. I'm actually more frustrated. I'm frustrated about those things. And I'm frustrated with the roster construction, but I'm really just disappointed in this whole coaching staff. I think that's been like the biggest negative, in my opinion, this year. Because I did not see that coming. You understand like what I'm saying? As much as it sucks with the whole Joel Embiid thing, and as much as it sucks that Paul George is hurt, I did not expect, the last thing that I expected was for our team to have a stale offense. That was the last thing I expected this year. That's what's been the most irritating thing for me. And that doesn't even talk about, I'm not even talking about the rotations. For some reason, Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry are playing. And yet Lester Quinones, Justin Edwards, Adem Bona, who's actually a really good center, a really good backup center, they're just not playing. Why? I'm just confused at how Nick Nurse became so bad this year. Well, part of it is because they lost some of their assistant coaches. I don't think Dan Burke's there anymore. I have to double check that. I know that they lost what's his name 2 years ago, and he's now on the Sam Cassell. But I really just think that part of it is that with the changes in the coaching staff, I think that that's part of it. But I also just don't think that he's focused. I don't know. I don't think he understands who he has, and there's no understanding of what he can get out of his guys. And he's not, like, getting in their faces like he was last year. He's not as animated. Every time I even look at him right now over on the sideline, when they do show him, he either has his hands folded or he's crying to the refs. Even if we add all of our guys, we may still lose because of our coaching team. Think about that. the product that you're seeing out there, EAZ, is the same type of product that I'm seeing. I'm seeing what you're seeing. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's infuriating to me. And that's more appalling to me than the drama that's going on with the big guy. And I'm not, like, dismissing Joel Embiid. And I'm not dismissing Paul George, right? I'm not dismissing any of that, and even the front office, because they're part of the blame too. The last thing I expected, though, was for this coaching staff to be this bad. I did not see this coming. If you did, I don't know how. If any of you did. Sixers down by 4. They have possession of the ball. Houston Rockets not able to hit a layup over on the other side. And the Sixers will have it. So it's Oubre over at the top of the key. Sixers are in their white tops and white bottoms with the blue letters on both the front and the back and the numbers as well. Tyrese Maxey tries to skip it down low over to Andre Drummond. And Drummond not able to hang on to it. And it's stolen away by the Rockets. There's some contact over on the other side. I think it's Jalen Green who gets fouled. It is. And it looks like he'll head on over to the free throw line to try to hit some foul shots. Fast. I should bet on them losing so I can make some money. I feel that, man. I want to cut like that whole halftime highlight because again, like, just from processing everything that's been going on and taking the time away, I really do think that I'm seeing things from more so of a distance, and I'm getting a new perspective on things. So, 56-51, second foul shot, that's up, and that's in. We just can't cover Jalen Green, and we're fouling him, so that's great. Sixers down by 2 possessions, man. It's just unbelievable. 11:05 left to go. McCain, three-pointer, way too strong. He's now 0 for 7 from downtown, and has just been ice cold, or 0 for 5, that is. There's a step-back J. That's up and in by the Houston Rockets, and just like that, they're on a 4-0 run. To start off this third quarter, what do you know? It's Jalen Green that makes the bucket. Give him 25 points. He just scores in the odd quarters. That's just what he does. Oubre, high off the glass, puts it up and puts it in. That makes it 59-53. Dante, I'll get to your comment in just a couple of seconds. So Oubre tries to scoop it up over on the glass, and guess who comes on in towards the glass this time? It's not Jalen Green. It is, however, Jabari Smith Jr. that's able to put it up and in. So that makes it 61-53. Gershon for 3 on the other side. Yes, sir. Gershon Yabusele able to knock it down from long range. Brooks catches, shoots, lets it fly. Took about a dribble and could not get it to go. It's off the mark. McCain, rebound, outlet pass over to Maxi, who wants to dance. Gets a screen by Drummond. Three-pointer, good! Bang! Tyrese Maxey able to cut the deficit to 2. Splish splash, Tyrese Maxey taking a bath. And the Sixers, they trail by 2 points with 9:35 to go in quarter number 3. Van Vliet gets a little bit of some space. Skip pass over to Şengün. Foul line jumper connects. It rimmed around the Rosie and went falling down the drain. Sixers down by 4 now. Maxi not wasting any time. He trips up and gets the ball loose, but we have a foul called on Şengün. You know, this is probably just me using some revisionist history, says Dante, but I truly believe a massive turning point was not getting LeBron back in 2018 when there seemed to be a genuine chance at that. Yeah, I have the full story about that, and I can tell you about that in a little bit. Maxi gets some daylight, puts up a three-pointer, just a little bit too strong. That would have given the Sixers a 1-point deficit. Van Vliet, 3 on the other side. That trickles in, and just like that, it's now a 7-point swing for the Houston Rockets. And with 9:05 left to go in the third quarter, Nick Nurse calls for time. Yes. Yeah. So what ended up happening that year was LeBron was never going to take a meeting with the Sixers. What ended up actually happening, and this is the truth, you can actually go look up the story. It's on ESPN, and it's all over The Athletic as well. So the Sixers wanted to try to get LeBron James in 2018, and they were supposed to have a meeting, but the meeting occurred after Magic Johnson went on over to LeBron's house, and it was a done deal. And the meeting wasn't even with LeBron James. They flew the Sixers out. The Sixers representatives went to go to the meeting, and Rich Paul was there, and a couple of other clutch sports personnel were also there, and they were like, pretty much, yeah, LeBron actually just signed like with the LA Lakers, and he got this deal, so he's not coming over to Philly. They forgot to notify him. They forgot to notify the Sixers, and that was that. So that's what ended up happening. That's the truth. You can go look at the story. It's out there, too. But, yeah. It was never going to happen. It was a done deal for him going to L.A. Swear to God, we can't go on runs. We tie it up, or we get within 2 and then allow the opposing team to go on a 7-0 run. That's the game of basketball. That's Sixers basketball for you, KGB. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Members, it's only $2.99 a month. Memberships, that is. We're back in action tonight in case you are just tuning in for the first time in a while. I haven't been on since a week, so it's not you. It's definitely not you. I took a week off. I feel really, really good about myself. I needed that break, and I feel very refreshed, and I'm happy to be back. I really am. It's like I haven't missed a beat. Let's take a sip of water. I miss my Phillies community, man. I love my basketball community, but I really miss my Phillies community. I really do. Miss all the people that we had on here. And, I don't know. We have a nice community on here, but I liked how big and how supportive everybody was over there. You know? I miss that community. Even though like I love calling all the games, I do. I have a blast. I could have no subscribers, and yet I would still have fun. Gershon, three-pointer, off the pass by Maxi, no good. Oubre tips it out, and it goes out of bounds over towards the near sideline. So the Sixers actually had a really good play drawn up out of the timeout. Tyrese Maxey took the shot, could not hit the three. He passed it over to Gershon. He had a wide-open three and could not connect, but still was a good play. 66-59. Rockets got the rebound. Down low is Green. Goes up with a shot. He's fouled in the act of shooting, and he'll head on over to the foul line and shoot 2 free throws. Shooting fouls called on Kelly Oubre Jr. All right, how many people are tuning in on the chat? How many people do we have on here, man? How many people are tuning in? Let us know down below. Where are my mods at, man? Did my mods leave? We got 40 people tuning in. I got a quiet chat, man. Speak up. There we go. Scott's here. He's a mod. We got only 26 likes. We got to do better than that, guys. We got 40 people tuning in and only 26 likes. We got to get to 50. What are we doing? 68-59. Philadelphia down by 9 with 8.5 minutes left to go. 8.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Maxi down low to Drummond. Drummond puts it up, and he puts it in. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. There's Jane. He did not put it in. So he'll go on over to the foul line. He'll shoot 2 free throws. There's Jane. What's up, Jane? How you doing, Jane? I missed you too. That's for sure. I definitely see that I'm losing weight. It's great. I'll have to go to a stream from 2 weeks ago. I can actually see it in myself a little bit. Highlight twice as always. Love the call and the Sixers, JJ. Thank you so much. First foul shot, good. Second foul shot.
Excellent.
That's good too. 68-61. Philadelphia down by 7. Tari Eason outside over to Şengün. Screen comes. Van Vliet downhill to Alperen Şengün, and he's fouled by Andre Drummond. And they'll head on over to the line, and they'll shoot a pair of free throws. Sixers taking on the Houston Rockets. The Rockets this year, in case you are wondering, the Rockets are 13-6. They have a 5-3 record on the road. They've been playing really, really good basketball. They have a nice young core. They've won 3 out of their last 4 games. And they were actually on what was a 5-game winning streak about a couple of weeks ago. They've really won 8 out of their last 10 games when you put it in that sort of perspective. So they're playing really well. They're coming off of a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. 117-111 was the final score there. First foul shot good by Şengün. Second foul shot no good as it bounces out and does not get the friendly roll. Gershon with the rebound. Sixers down by 8. McCain operating over on the offensive side, being the maestro. Heads back over from the nail over towards the top of the key. Dribble handoff over to Oubre. 5 seconds are left on the shot clock. A little skip pass over to Drummond. Drummond in traffic. Gives it back outside to Gershon. Gershon gets the ball swatted away by Şengün. Lost the dribble. Şengün steal. Jalen Green goes up with a shot, and he gets called for a travel violation. He picked up his pivot foot, and he also took about 4 steps as well. According to my accounting, 7:47 left to be played in the third quarter. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that was a travel. It was 3 steps. Still, though, you can't take that many steps. McCain steps back. It's a screen from Drummond. Decides not to use it. Goes down the lane. A little give and go to Drummond. Drummond lost the ball as he tried to put it up and in. Could not do so. And Dillon Brooks, I believe, is the one that got the steal. Drummond gets a steal over on the other side, sludges it home, and makes the Rockets pay. A dunk by Andre Drummond, a left-handed sledgehammer, if you will. Van Vliet with a screen downhill to Şengün. The ball gets tipped over to Jalen Green. One more to Van Vliet. 3-pointer. Way off the mark. Sixers can't box out Şengün. And Şengün gets the rebound. Van Vliet, step back. 3-pointer on the other side. No good. Andre Drummond is able to grab the rebound for the Sixers. Drummond in this ball game, 8 rebounds, 4 points as well. Maxi dribbles through traffic. A little give and go to Jared McCain. McCain steps back. He wants to ISO. McCain steps back again, spins, turns, gets the ball knocked loose, but gets the ball back. And as he got the ball back, the ball got deflected out of bounds by Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks playing really solid defense on him. I mean, just unbelievable. And again, nobody moving off the ball. As soon as Maxi got it, he handed it off to McCain, and everybody was standing still like they were statues. Just unbelievable. Andre Drummond, inbound pass over to Tyrese Maxey. 3.5 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey with a prayer, puts it up, and he almost got it to go. Drummond cleans the glass, puts it back up, and puts it in! Andre Drummond with an exclamation point, and the Sixers down by 4. They have 12 second chance points tonight. Green for 3. Swish at the top of the key. Jalen Green, 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 for 6 from 3. McCain tries to put up a layup, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. He'll head to the foul line and shoot a pair of free throws with about 6:05 left to be played in the third quarter. All right, so Jared's going to head on over to the foul line, and we'll see him shoot some free throws. 10 points for him, but he's 0 for 5 from 3. He's been ice cold from beyond the arc tonight. First foul shot, doink. Hit the back of the rim and could not dance in. McCain averaging 24.3 points per game on 24-plus points per game and 4 or more threes in a game. Second foul shot, though.
Excellent.
And that puts the Sixers down by 6. Man. 72-66. Brooks inside over to Şengün. Cutting back door is Amen Thompson. Thompson lost the ball, and it goes out of bounds over towards the baseline. Sixers will get the ball back. Philadelphia definitely dodged a bullet there, that's for sure. Jared McCain comes out of the game for now We have a substitution made with 5:45 left to be played. It's Maxi, Drummond, Council, KJ Martin, and Oubre out there. So good job by Nurse to go on over to Ricky Council, the fourth. Oubre kicks it out over to Drummond, over on the near quarter. Tries to throw it into no man's land. It goes to the bounds over towards Nick Nurse. And Nurse catches it, and he hands it off over to one of the referees, and the Sixers with another careless turnover. That was not a good pass by Andre Drummond, and another miscommunication breakdown. We've seen a lot of those throughout the season. Şengün dribbles with the right hand and has to try to pass it to somebody or pivot towards his left side. That's what he does. Jalen Green gets double-teamed. Ball gets tipped by Council, or Maxi, that is. Stolen by Maxi. Maxi with a layup. Puts it up and in for the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey with 14, 5, and 2. That's 5 assists, 2 rebounds, and 14 points. Green over on the far corner and hands it off over to Jabari Smith Jr. And we have another foul called. Ahmed Thompson will step back in for Fred. Ahmed Thompson is in there. I don't know why. The scoreboard just stopped. That's a little bit weird. I thought it said that Thompson just came back in, but he did not. Here we go. 4:49 left to be played in quarter number 3. A little step back by Jalen Green. Gets the ball knocked loose. Gives it back over to number 10 for a 3. Swish. Another 3-pointer by the Houston Rockets. And that makes it now 75-68. And the Sixers have to draw up something here. Rockets are 8 for 21 from 3. Sixers just 5 for 19. Maxi gets some space, puts up a tray, and knocks it down. Maxi again being a key cog in this offense for the Sixers. That was Jabari Smith Jr. that hit the last 3 by the Rockets. Here's another tray that's up, no good. Council gets the rebound. Dribble handoff over to Maxi. Feed the hot hand. Maxi at the logo, now in between the circles, crosses over, not once but twice, 3-pointer, it's up, bang! Bang by Tyrese Maxey! Maxi is literally carrying the team on his back in the third quarter, baby! Philadelphia down by 1, 3-pointer by Brooks, in and out it goes. Council tips it to Kelly Oubre, who grabs and snags the rebound. Maxi and the Sixers down by 1. Tyrese over at the logo, lost the ball in the backcourt, and gets it back into the front court for the Sixers. He has to go. He steps back, puts up a shot that's no good. Drummond tips it. Drummond tries to save it, and it goes into the hands of Jalen Green. Drummond almost stole it. A little lob pass inside over to Jalen Green. He got it. And Jalen Green ends up dunking it, and now he has 32 points in this ball game, 77-74. Sixers can tie it with a 3 or cut the deficit to 1 with a 2. Timeout, though, called by Nick Nurse before a shot is even put up. And the Sixers down with 2:58 left to go in quarter number 3. They also are now down to just 3 timeouts, and they'll be back in just a few moments. Okay. That was awesome. Nice job, Tyrese Maxey, man. Maxey with that little run. I like that. I like how Tyrese Maxey said, you know what, I got to start taking over this game. And he ends up helping the Sixers. They were down 72-66. And then Tyrese Maxey able to hit a couple of threes, scores about 8 points within 2 minutes. So Maxey, 8 points in 2 minutes. That was a big run. That was a big run. 8 points in 2 minutes of the third quarter. Remind me to go cut that halftime show again, because I think that I spit a lot of facts out there about the coaching staff, and no one's talking about it. We're not looking at the coaching staff. We're looking at the players, and we're looking at what's being shown from a personnel perspective, which is important, but we got to dig deeper, man. We got to look at all the problems, and we got to put Nick Nurse's, not just his rotations, but we actually have to look and dissect the play calls. There really haven't been a lot of good ones this season at all. When they're out of timeouts, the Sixers actually, there was a stat that I saw at one point last year that the Sixers had the most points out of timeouts at one point during the season. It was back in March or so. They had the most points out of the timeouts, and it wasn't just because of Joel Embiid. You know what I mean? They actually legitimately just made plays, and they had the most points out of timeouts at one point during the season, and it was pretty late. And I'm sure that they're in last in that category now. But it's just something to note. And it wasn't all just because of Joel Embiid. Even when the Sixers were down Embiid for 8 weeks or so, the Sixers still executed very well out of the timeouts, and schematics was never really the issue. So Jared McCain steps back in for the Sixers. Again, he's been shivering cold from 3. But he does have 11 points. He's 5 for 13 from the field. 2:58 left to go in the third quarter. Should be interesting to see what the Sixers can do here. They're down by 3 points. They do have 4 fouls committed. And the Rockets have 3. So Maxi bounces it over to McCain. A dribble handoff from KJ Martin over to Maxi. And now they try to find McCain again. McCain over to Council. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Council, ISO, 3-pointer. Got it! Ricky Council the fourth with a splash. And he hit it from the near wing, drew up a bow and an arrow, and got a bullseye. Council steals it over on the other side, spins, tries to give it up to Gershon. Gershon's 2, no good, but a foul. Ricky Council the fourth, able to be the spark plug over on defense and on offense as well. He's been the difference maker of this ball game, which is brought to you by Play-by-Play with JJ. I wanted to just throw that in there. I wanted to do a little sponsorship. I wanted to sponsor myself. If you guys have not done so already, make sure you guys like and subscribe to Play-by-Play with JJ. That's what we do on here, man. Ricky Council, man. Oh, that's awesome. Foul line is Gershon Yabusele. First foul shot, puts it up and puts it in. And the Sixers up by 1. Council, 7 points, 8 rebounds, 3 for 3 from the field. Ever since he's come on into this ball game, it's been nothing but positives. He has been a plus 13 off the bench for the Sixers in 14 minutes of play. Keep playing him, man. Second foul shot by Gershon, off the mark. Rebound, though, by the Rockets. Sixers and Houston right in the seesaw with 2:20 left to go. Van Vliet inside over to Thompson. Nobody covered him, and he gets a wide-open two-handed sledge in. Oh, man, come on. 79-78, Sixers down by 1 as they ride the seesaw. McCain skips it over to Gershon. Gershon goes to work, sludges it home, and he'll go to the line for one more. A lot of ferocity on that dunk, and Gershon Yabusele able to throw it down here at the Wells Fargo Center. He's going to go on over to the line. Are they going to call a foul on the floor? I don't know. I guess that's what they're going to say, but that was awesome. Gershon's going to go to the line, and he'll shoot a free throw. He puts it up, and he can't put it in. That was the first of 2, so they called the foul on the floor. And, oh, man. Easton gets called for a personal. That looked like it was in the act of shooting, not going to lie. Gershon misses the first free throw. He'll try to tie it up, though. And the second foul shot, that's no good either. It trickled in and out. 2 minutes left to go in quarter number 3. Sixers are in the bonus, which is the good news. Van Vliet, Jalen Green, Tari Eason, Amen Thompson, and Aaron Holiday all out there for the Rockets. Holiday down the lane over to Fred Van Vliet. Van Vliet puts it up. and he's fouled in the act of shooting. He tried to put up a little floater there, a rainbow floater, and Gershon gets called for the shooting foul, and the Rockets will try to extend their lead to 3. But first, they'll try to go up by 2. What's up? How about the Migos, JJ? I thought you were on for Sunday night, and then you weren't. Yeah, I needed a break, man. I really did. I needed to take some time off, and now we're back, and now we're refreshed, and we feel really good. I'm really happy to be back over here. I'm very happy that I'm seeing you guys again. I needed that time off. Talk more about it when we go into the fourth quarter. But yeah, first foul shot, that's up and in. Anti-clutch. What do you mean anti-clutch? RC4 has been great. Anti-clutch. Second foul shot, that's good too. And the Rockets up by a trace. Jared McCain, KJ Martin, Ricky Counts of the fourth, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Gershon Yabusele all out there for the Sixers. Gershon inside, outside over to McCain. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Jared McCain parts the Red Sea, goes up with a shot, and he's rejected by Amen Thompson. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Actually, add a second over on the shot clock as it goes out of bounds, and it'll still be Sixers basketball with 1:26 left to go. They're actually going to call a foul in the act of shooting on Amen Thompson. Excuse me. And McCain's going to head on over to the line. I didn't even think that there was a foul there, to be honest with you. Thought it was just all ball. Regardless, though, McCain first free throw. It was a little bit strong at first, but then it went in at the front of the rim hard. And then at the back of the iron and just danced in. Jared, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 5 for 13 he is from the field, and 0 for 6 from downtown. The 13th point, that's up, and he batters it in.
Excellent.
The 10th straight game with 10 or more points by Jared McCain, which is the longest streak by any rookie in the NBA. Şengün tries to back up Gershon Yabusele. Here's a wide open three-pointer, no good. And a little put-back dunk by Amen Thompson. No one could box him out. And the Sixers just give up another easy deuce. It was Aaron Holiday on the missed three, and Amen Thompson just put it back and got the jam. McCain down low to Gershon Yabusele. KJ Martin goes down the lane, tries to scoop it up, can't scoop it in. KJ Martin now gets the ball, and we have a fight for the loose ball over on the ground. And I believe that we're going to have a jump ball with about 44.3 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Now, that time I did see some off-ball movement. It looked like Oubre was going to try to cut back door over to the basket, and then he was just clobbered up and swallowed by Alperen Şengün. He was blitzed. 44.3 seconds left to go, so they actually call a foul. And KJ Martin is going to go to the foul line. Not a very good foul shooter throughout his career. Let's see if he can try to get the Sixers some more points. First one, swish. KJ, obviously the son of Kenyon Martin, who had a really nice NBA career. First he went by Kenyon Martin Jr. KJ. And the second free throw.
Excellent.
And the Sixers down by 1. 38 seconds left to be played. KJ Martin knocks down both foul shots. Fred VanVleet downhill gets the ball stripped by Gershon Yabusele. And a foul called with about 32.3 seconds left to be played in this third quarter. And Gershon is going to be called for the foul. He has to be careful. That's his third personal foul. 15 points for Gershon. 3 for 4 from 3. 3 rebounds, 1 assist as well. It's been a very good stretch for the Sixers, but has not been a good backup center, defensively speaking. This is the first meeting of 2 between the Sixers and the Rockets. The next time the Sixers will play the Rockets, it'll be in Houston on March 17th. Free throws coming up for Alperen Şengün on the shooting foul by Gershon. First foul shot, he nails it. It's a swisher. 84-82. Alperin only with 5 points tonight. The Sixers will certainly take that. He's averaging about 18.5 points per game. Sixers have really done a good job at shutting him down. Can they keep the deficit at 2? Second foul shot by Şengün. He puts it up, and the basketball gods say yes. He had 22 points in each of his last 2 games, Alperin Şengün. He also had a triple-double in his last game. 22 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 3 steals as well. They have a shot that goes up, no good by the Sixers. They got to get back on defense. It's Amen Thompson leading the charge over on the other side. And he tries to reset it by giving it back over to Fred VanVleet in between the Toyota sign and the Spectrum Circle over at the top of the key. Three-pointer on a catch and shoot by Thompson, and he nails it. It was actually Aaron Holiday, I beg your pardon, the youngest Holiday brother. There's Justin, there's Drew, and there's Aaron. McCain, three-pointer to end the third quarter. It's a prayer, no good. And that's going to do it. Sixers down by 6 points. 88-82 is the score. And we go into the final frame, the fourth quarter, on this Thanksgiving Eve in Philadelphia. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're good. We're good, man. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Again, I took off for a week, and I'm really happy to be back on here, guys. I missed you all so much. I missed my Philly Freaks, man. And during that time, I really just needed to hit the reset button. We've been losing some weight. We've been gaining some muscle. We've been really happy overall, building our confidence, our self-confidence, and just needed to step away, you know. It was really healthy what I did, and I was really proud that I did that and that I'm continuing to try to do that. We're getting more exercise. We're playing some basketball. We're working on our jump shot. We're running. We're doing some really, really good things. And it's been mentally very, very good. So, just happy to be back, though. I am. I'm going to ask you a 76ers trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear that. All right. So, let's talk about this. Okay. Which 76ers basketball player played for Creighton and is regarded as one of the best three-point shooters of all time? Former 76er. Which former 76er played at Creighton and is regarded as one of the best shooters of all time? Three-point shooters. Anybody know? Comment down below. Anybody? We'll be calling the Eagles game on Sunday. Yes, I should be. Yeah, I'll be back on Sunday. Yeah, I just needed some time off. That's all. I just need some time off. Anybody know? Anybody want to guess? I think we got like 40 people on here. We better get to 40 likes. Anybody know the answer? Anybody paying attention and want to answer the trivia question? Tyrese Maxey will inbound it for the Sixers. Sorry, I don't know, Mesa Scott. That is incorrect. McCain gets the inbound pass. Buddy Hield. Nope. Here's Gershon Yabusele with a dribble handoff over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey over to Gershon. Gershon goes down low, puts it up, and puts it in. Kyle Korver. Yes, Kyle Korver is correct. Got it. Nice job. 88-84. Philadelphia down by 4 points with about 11:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Amen Thompson parts the Red Sea, gets past the trees, puts it up and puts it in with the right hand. Underhanded scoop on the right side of the baseline. Good as gold for Amen Thompson. He's been taking over the second half and has been unstoppable. Sixers just cannot find a way to solve him We'll skip past down low over to Ricky Council from Gershon Yabusele. Council wants to go to work. Spins, turns, puts up a 2. Gets the ball blocked. Gershon gets the rebound, though. And we have a turnover called on the Sixers. I wonder if they're going to call a travel or what it was. Could not necessarily tell. But regardless, the Sixers have another turnover in this ball game. So, yes, Kyle Korver is the correct answer. He went to Creighton and is regarded as one of the best three-point shooters of all time. Very, very good player. Loved watching Kyle Korver at the end of his career. 90-84, so that was Tari Eason who blocked Ricky Council the 4th shot. We have an hour whistle called. That's going to go against the Sixers. It'll be on Kelly Oubre Jr. I don't know what type of a foul they're going to call there. How about the Dallas Mavericks up by 22 points against the New York Knicks in the third quarter? 60-30 is the score. Council gets a steal, or Maxi gets a steal over on the other side, tries to lay it up and in, and he can't finish through contact. Şengün rebound. Fred VanVleet goes up with a shot on the other side. Rejected by Council. Gershon to Oubre. One more to Maxi. Three-pointer. No good. And Şengün grabs his miss. Man, oh man. Ricky Council once again splashing it on both ends of the court. And another turnover by the Rockets. Sixers get the ball back. Maxi to Oubre. Oubre back over to Maxi at the Wells Fargo center side. Sixers go from right to left. Maxi wants to dance. Goes down the lane. Parts the Red Sea. Goes up for 2. And he's finally fouled. Boy, he has not had a whistle tonight. No surprise to anybody, but finally he gets blitzed, he gets covered, he gets tagged, and doesn't get any sort of breathing room, and he gets the right call. That's a justice there for Tyrese Maxey. And he'll head on over to the foul line and shoot a pair of free throws. Maxey did not go to Creighton. He went to Kentucky. He is Kentucky, or sorry, yeah, he is a Kentucky Wildcat. I was thinking of Kansas and Kentucky. I get them both mixed up. Got to play for Coach Cal, one of the really good guards out of that system. Another one, of course, being De'Aaron Fox. 23 points, 6 assists, and 3 steals for Tyrese Maxey. The second foul shot. Excellent. 90-86. Philadelphia down by 4. Oubre knocks it loose. It goes into the backcourt. And Fred VanVleet gets it. And no backcourt violation called. VanVleet wants to dance over Gershon Yabusele. He's double-teamed. He's strapped down low. Şengün left wide open. And he dunks it with a two-handed sledgehammer. Nobody could cover him. That's what happens when you double-team somebody and somebody's left wide open down low. That's just 4-on-5 basketball. That's not what you want. Gershon dribbles it and hands it off over to McCain, who steps back. Foul line jumper, too strong. And Council tries to save it. It goes out of bounds. It'll still be Philadelphia basketball, thanks to Ricky Council, the 4th extra credit there. An extra, what do you call that? Extra effort. That's really what it was. Had a lot of effort on that play. Man, if the Sixers win this game, I think I know who my MVP is. I think it has to go to Ricky Council, the 4th, man. Oubre gets the lob from Jared McCain. McCain now calling for the ball. Maxi dribbles back out over towards the logo, wants to go down the lane, puts up a layup, it's up and in. Somehow he didn't even get a whistle, and Tyrese Maxey finishes through contact once again. Give him 24 points in this game. Let's see the Tyrese Maxey emojis. VanVleet down the lane, gets the ball battered around. It's not loose. VanVleet gets it back. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Skip pass over to Şengün. One more to Thompson. Three-pointer. In and out it goes. Oubre with the board. Sixers down by 2 possessions. And Tyrese Maxey wants to come on in for the Sixers and do some dancing. Maxi steps back. He steps back again. Crosses over. Takes it over towards the right side. Goes down the lane. Left-handed layup. No good. Whistles remain silent. Eason. Layup on the other side. He gets it. It's way too easy. Man, oh man, Tyrese Maxey gets blitzed every single time, and he just does not get a whistle whatsoever. It's like they're literally playing tackle football on him, and they're just able to touch him, grab the jersey, and whatnot. and the Sixers call for a timeout. 94-88 is the score, and we have time called with 8:34 left to be played. Man. Why? Every single time my man's driving it down the lane, there's a lot of contact down below. Literally a jersey grab. It doesn't matter what it is. The refs just have something against Tyrese Maxey, and he is allowed to literally just get tagged every single time. It is unbelievable. I've never seen a guy just get so cursed from doing the right things and by drawing contact the way that he does. He just doesn't get the call. And he tries to sell it. He does. He didn't really do that a lot last year. This year he's doing it more. And he's still not getting the calls. I don't know what he has to do. I think he just has to win MVP. Like what the heck is it? You would have thought that maybe during the playoffs when he had that performance at Madison Square Garden, maybe that they would have given him the call there, but it's just crazy. Correct. Şengün gets touched on the arm and flops around like a coward, and he shoots two. KGB agrees with that. Yeah, how's that not a foul, says RB? I don't get that. I don't get it at all whatsoever. The refs just have something. Officiating has something against Tyrese Maxey, and it's something, I guess, maybe in a past life or whatever. Doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense at all. What else? Let's take a look at some of these scores around the NBA. The Heat are up by 13 points with 7:13 left to be played in the fourth quarter. The Atlanta Hawks, how about this? They're down by 4 with 9:10 left to be played in Cleveland. That's cool. It's 106-102. Portland Trailblazers trail by 2 points in Indiana with about 9:03 left to be played in regulation in Indiana. The Magic are up by 20 with 7:18 left to go in the fourth quarter against the Chicago Bulls. The Clippers are in Washington, D.C. in the nation's capital, and they are up by 30 points with 8:47 left to go in the fourth quarter. James Harden had 23 points in the first quarter and really went off. Dallas up by 18 points at home as they host the New York Knicks. Third quarter got started, and that's the score there, 65-47. McCain gets it over at the top of the key. Jabari Smith Jr. enters in for Alperen Şengün. A little skip pass over to Tyrese Maxey. Sixers down by 6 with 8:20 left to go. Maxey down the lane, goes up through contact, lays it up, and lays it in. Man, 94-90. The refs are acting like prison guards. That's a very good analogy, Jane. Maxey again with another bucket. That was before that. That was on the last Sixers play. Van Vliet goes down the lane. No good. Grabs the offensive rebound. Ball gets tipped on the pass. Over to Tari Eason. He puts it up. Not once. Not twice. And another rebound by Thompson. And we have a loose ball foul called on the Sixers. Man, oh man. How can the Sixers just not box out and grab rebounds? It is so frustrating when you see your opponent just, try to buzz their way through, battle through contact, and it's just all about extra effort. I mean, come on. My goodness. We have free throws coming up, and the first foul shot is good, and that makes it 95-90. This is what happens when Gershon's also playing center too. I mean, he can't box out like that. He's a power forward. He's a stretch four. That's just who he is. A stretch four on offense and on defense, too. He can't always guard the rim. Second foul shot, that's up, and that's good, too. And that makes it a two-possession game still. Jalen Green is the guy that hits both free throws. 34 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists for him in this game. McCain's been ice cold. Can he try to take over here? A little skip pass down low over to Gershon Yabusele. He wants to go to work. Kick out over to Council. Wide open three-pointer. Off the mark. And a rebound again by the Houston Rockets. Here they come. Rockets with Green going down the lane. Scoops it up. Scoops it in. It's 98-90. And Philadelphia down by 8 points. Do you guys think Lonnie Walker can help this team? No. I think that Lonnie Walker has lost his athleticism right now. That's how I feel, though. Maxi down the lane, scoops it up, and he lays it in. Another nice bucket by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey versus Green. 28 points for Maxey, 36 points by Jalen Green. 98-92. Green, the point guard, skips it over towards Eason, goes down the lane, layup is up, no good. Second try, though, by Thompson. That's good. And another offensive rebound that comes back and bites the Sixers, man. All right, 192. Three-pointer by Maxi. Three-pointer, swish! And the Sixers are back in business. It's been the Tyrese Maxey show in quarter number 4. 30 for Maxi. Ball gets stripped. It's stolen by Maxi. Maxi gets the ball stripped back, though. And it's just like that. It's Thompson who gets a wide-open dunk. Man, oh, man. Maxi had a bad bounce. It bounced off of the foot. Literally bounced off of his foot. It went to the hands of Fred VanVleet. And then just bad timing. Maxi steps back. He's blitzed. He's covered. He gets the ball handed over to Council. Council back over to Maxi. Maxi gets it knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds, and he gets pushed out of bounds by Thompson. Man, his refs are sorry. Excuse this man. This man genuinely was not even touched, and they just called a shooting foul. Pathetic. Yeah, I agree, KGB. But we still are in this ball game, man. Come on. I just want us to get the win. So a personal foul was called on Jabari Smith, and now Andre Drummond will step on in for Ricky Council. 102-95. Tyrese Maxey will inbound it, of course, for the Sixers. Sixers are going to call a timeout here. Dylan Brooks enters into the game for Jabari Smith. And I don't know. I'm a little bit confused as to why the Sixers are going to call a timeout. Are they challenging something here? I don't know. Tyrese Maxey is so back to Sixers Nation. Maxey is literally putting the team on his back tonight. 5 for 10 from 3, 13 for 28 from the field. I mean, we got to win this game, but man, let's just... I like what I'm seeing from Tyrese, man. I wish that McCain would step up tonight. It's not his night, and he knows it. It's not his night. Thing I hate the most about our team is that we go so long without scoring. And we can't box out. We can't. Every single time we cut the game close, Houston would put up some really bad shots, and we just can't rebound. We can't rebound. We can't box out. We can't play physical. We take our eyes off the ball, and we watch the game like it's an ESPN highlight, and there's no extra effort that's out there. Plain and simple. That's what I'm seeing with my own 2 eyes. And if we lose this game, that's going to be one of the reasons why. And the other big reason why is because Eric Gordon played in the first quarter, and the Sixers were down by 11 to end the first quarter. That's like the number one reason why they lost this game. But yes, if they go on to lose. 102-95. Philadelphia down by 7. I'm not going to do a post-game show tonight. I want to take it easy. It's Thanksgiving night. And I'll be back with taking your calls on Saturday night. All right? That's what we'll do. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Please tell your friends and family members about this channel. I need us to get to 50 likes, folks. If you have not hit the thumbs up button, what are you waiting for, man? I give you this content for free. That's the most that you can do for me. We got to get to at least 50 likes. We have 52 people on here watching. Only 33 likes. Only 33. Come on, man. Please. Help a bro out, man. Help a brother out. Come on. We need more than just that. Bro, the Cavs are losing. That's not what happens every day. Trae Young has 18 assists. Wow. That's wild. Lomball says, I miss baseball. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Jane. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Lomball, and everybody else out there. I cannot wait for tomorrow, man. 102.95. I miss baseball too, man. I miss my baseball community, but you know, I love basketball. I love the other sports. That's just how it goes. McCain will inbound it for the Sixers. A little skip pass over to Gershon Yabusele down low on the block. Gershon tries to take Dylan Brooks over to Septa. Let's see how this works. Oh, handoff over to Maxi. Maxi dribbles around the timeline. Skip pass to McCain. Three-pointer. Way off the mark. Maxi not with a good pass there. He should have just taken the shot. And the rebound goes over to Houston. Van Vliet is on an island all by himself. And now Maxi steps up on him. A little dribble handoff over to Tari Eason. And Eason gives it back over to Jalen Green. Green gets a screen. He's over at the top of the key. Gives it back over to Fred Van Vliet behind the back. Dribble moves. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Van Vliet goes down low. Amen Thompson gets the rebound. The ball didn't even hit the rim, though. And Amen Thompson gets called for a shot clock violation. The Sixers dodged a bullet there. And that was another offensive rebound, but they literally just got saved by not hitting the rim, by the Rockets not even being able to hit the rim. 102.95, Philadelphia down by 7, and they're trying to close this thing out with 5:15 left to go. They're down by 7, though. Maxi turns around, goes over towards the baseline. Turnaround jumper, no good. Outlet rebound over towards Jalen Green. Green scoops it up, lays it in. Just a great finisher, and Philadelphia now down by 9. Maxi and the Sixers have to get something going over on offense. McCain over at the top of the key, being heavily guarded by by Jalen Green. Now gets the switch on him that he wants, puts up a step-back jumper, and connects! There we go! McCain has been ice cold tonight, but now's the time where you want to try to get him going. 104.97 with 4.5 minutes left to be played in quarter number 4. Green downhill. It almost traveled. Skips it back outside over to Fred Van Vliet. And now Maxi rotates on him. Van Vliet from long distance. No good. McCain, rebound. He gets on top of the ball. Tries to fight for it. And I think that we have a foul called. It's going to be Sixers basketball, I believe. They do say it was a Sixers defensive rebound. And we are going to have the ball with 4:16 left to be played in the fourth quarter. How about the physicality that Jared McCain drew trying to go up for a rebound? I mean, you talk about a guy who's about 5 inches shorter than Amen Thompson, and just being really physical, man. That's what you want. 104.97. McCain hands it off over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey over to McCain. McCain over at the elbow. Gets the ball over towards Oubre, but the ball gets stolen by Green. There's a little dunk attempt, though, on the other side. That's no good. McCain rebound. Maxey over towards the far sideline. Drummond down low and gets the ball knocked loose again. It's stolen again by the Houston Rockets. Gershon tried to get it back over on the other side. More sloppy basketball. The Rockets turn it over. A lost dribble again by Jalen Green. Maxi tries to go up with a shot. It's rejected by Dylan Brooks. Lots of scrappy basketball and sloppy basketball between the both of these teams, and there's 3.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Philadelphia down by 7 points. What a block by Dylan Brooks. Oh, man, oh, man. Maxi, step back, three-pointer, lets it fly. Got it! Philadelphia down by 4. Maxi now with 36 points in this ball game. Timeout called by the Houston Rockets. Nice job. Nick Nurse claps along and says, "This is what my team is capable of doing." That type of stretch is what the Sixers needed, and it was just that step-back three by Tyrese Maxey that honestly may have just shifted the whole game, honestly. We have to wait and see. But, man, Rockets are trying to give this game away, says RB. Dude, like, there were a couple of times during that stretch where I'm watching both teams just play so sloppy. And yet, finally, Maxi was like, "I've had enough. Give me the darn rock. Let me cook. Let me do my thing." Now I had a step back three in your face. I like that. Okay. Let's see how many points does he have tonight. Let Maxi cooks his John. Again, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit those notification bell icons. I need us to get to 50 likes. I need us to get to 50 likes. Come on. 50 likes. We're at 37. We got 61 people on here watching. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Plenty of time left to go. Got to play smart, says long ball. That is for sure. Sad part is everyone is hustling, says Sixers Nation. All right, here we go. So the Sixers have to play defense. Alperen Sengun back out there for the Rockets. He's been ice cold tonight. Gets the dribble handoff. Wants to take on Gershon Yabusele. Ball gets stripped. And we have a foul called on Gershon. I thought that was all ball. 5 seconds were left on the shot clock. And the Sixers are going to challenge this. Nick Nurse, rightfully so, wants to challenge it, and he will. He'll have to risk a timeout if the Sixers do lose this challenge. But Gershon, I thought he had all ball. Let's see again. Let's see again. He got tangled up a little bit. He did. He got a little bit tangled up. And Council, I think... Did Council block it? I think coach's challenge for the Sixers. I don't know. I really don't know. So Yabusele gets called for a shooting foul. I don't think that should be the case. Man. Come on. And a timeout on the challenge. I don't know, man. After this, I need a good, fat cup of ice water. I'm going to get that after this game is done. I'm not going to stay on for a post-game show tonight. I apologize. We'll be back on for Saturday after the next Sixers game, man. That's what we'll do. Dude, he literally took 4 steps, too. That's literally a travel. They're not even going to call that. I don't understand why in the heck. I don't understand why the heck these refs just don't call travels anymore. What is a travel? I don't understand. 104-100. We are going to have some free throws coming up. So the Sixers are going to be charged with a timeout. And we're going to have some free throws by Alperen Sengun. And Gershon has to be careful now. That's his 4th personal foul. First foul shot by Sengun. He puts it up and he puts it in. 105-100. I don't know. Replay supported the call. My man took 5 steps. 5 steps. 105-100. Second foul shot by Sengun. He puts it up and swish goes the basketball. Sixers not done yet, though. They got to keep it close. 3 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Can Tyrese Maxey wheel the Sixers to a victory? Maxey steps back. He's being blitzed. Skip pass over to Council. Council over at the foul line. Steps back. It's over at the top of the key. Dribble handoff over to Maxey. Maxey got the ball knocked loose. 4 seconds left to go in the shot clock. And we have a backcourt violation called as Maxey just stepped into the backcourt. He had to try to save the ball. And then he just could not keep his feet off the ground. 106-100. Sixers have to play good defense here. Sengun goes down the lane. Layup is no good. Council rebound. Council trying to go coast to coast. Council lays it up, and he's fouled. He'll head over to the line to shoot a pair of foul shots. And Dylan Brooks is the one that's guilty for the foul. Alperen Sengun could not hit the layup on the other side. The Sixers did contest that, even though I thought for some reason Alperen Sengun should have tried to hit that. Council, they're going to say that the foul was on the floor. And Council's going to have to inbound it. And we have a 5-second violation on the Sixers again? Really? Wow. They could not inbound the ball in time. And we have a Sixers turnover with 2.5 minutes left to go. Come on. 2:24 left to be played in the 4th quarter. Here's Sengun down over on the baseline. Tries to take Gershon Yabusele over to Septa. Sengun steps back. Finds Brooks for a 3. Off the mark. Sengun, offensive rebound, and they'll reset it. And Gershon just cannot stay in front of him. A little dribble handoff over there and a backdoor cut by Thompson. And now it's an 8-point lead as he lays it up and lays it in with the left hand over on the left side of the baseline. 108-100. Tyrese Maxey gets a screen by Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele back over to Maxi. Maxi goes down over on the other side. Gives it back over to Gershon. Here's Council for three on the near wing. Got it! Ricky Council the fourth! How did he hit that? I don't even know. But he was left wide open, and the shot went in. And lightning strikes for the Sixers. Less than 90 seconds to go. Five-point deficit for Philadelphia. Şengün goes up with a step back J. It's off the mark. Council, rebound. Handoff to Maxi. Sixers back in business. They got to try to make a bucket here, though. Maxi back over to Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele goes down the lane, goes up with the left hand, scoops it up and in. Philadelphia down by 3. 1:05 left to be played, and the Sixers down to one timeout. They have got to get a stop on defense here. Houston with Jalen Green goes down the lane, scoops it up, can't finish it. He had a wide open lane, could not get it to go. McCain to Gershon for the tie, no good. And a rebound by Thompson. The Sixers have got to get back on defense again. Fred VanVleet wants to slow it down. He's over at the top of the key. 40 seconds to go. Philadelphia down by a trace. VanVleet over on the near wing. He goes outside over to Şengün. One more for Brooks for three. No good. Ball gets into the hands of Jared McCain. 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. McCain over to Maxi as he hands it off. And Maxi wants to slow the tempo down. Timeout called by Philadelphia. And we have a timeout called with 21.5 seconds left to go. Sixers burn their final timeout. Man. I thought Gershon could tie it there. I was so bummed that he could not hit the tie. Man. Come on. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you know when we go live for Sixers basketball, Phillies baseball, and Eagles football as well. We got 57 people watching, 38 likes. That means that 19 of you have not hit the thumbs up button. Keep the algorithm coming, man. Let's go defense and hit that three. We got to hit the three now, baby. We don't really have to hit the three now, but I think we should go for the tie. I do. I think we got to go for the tie. If we get an easy two, you take that and then you foul immediately. But I think that we should go for the tie. That's just me personally. Unless we get a wide open layup. Come on, man. 21.5 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. 16 seconds on the shot clock as well. Can the Sixers send this game into overtime at the very least? Fasten the seatbelts, man. 21.5 seconds left to go. Oubre's going to inbound it over from the Sixers side. Oubre gives it back over to Tyrese Maxey. 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Maxey dribbles it into the front court, steps back. He's double-teamed, and he gets fouled with 15.6 seconds left to go by Thompson, and that was, I think, the right move. I think that was the right move. Thompson able to create the foul there. And the Sixers are going to inbound it, as that was the last foul that they had to give. Oubre will inbound it over towards the scores table on the far side. So that was a personal foul on Thompson. Oubre gives it over to Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele hands it off to Maxi. Maxi three-point shot. It's up. No good. And we have a foul called. A foul's called on Dylan Brooks. How about that? 11.1 seconds left to go. Sixers in the bonus. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see. Was Maxi attempting a three? Where was his foot? Yeah. That should be 3 free throws. It is a shooting foul, and Maxi has to hit all 3. First foul shot by Maxi, swish. And the Rockets still have 2 timeouts, so even if the Sixers tie it, they got to play defense. 108 to 106 with 11.1 seconds left to go. Maxi, 37 points. He's made all 3 free throws. Second foul shot coming up. That is good by Tyrese Maxey. It got the friendly roll. Hit the front of the rim, danced over towards the backside, and trickled in at the very last second. And now this is for the tie. 108 to 107. Şengün comes in for defensive purposes for the Rockets. Maxi with the rock for the tie for the Sixers. It's up, and it's good. Tie game. 11 seconds left to go. And a timeout called by Houston. Wow. Whew. This game goes into OT. I got to run downstairs real quick, and I got to go get me some more water, man. Wow, what a ball game. 108 to 108 against the Rockets. Tyrese Maxey is clutch. 39 points for the kid. The 24-year-old taking the team on his back. And now we got to play defense. Got to play defense. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. 59 people on here watching. Make sure you like and make sure that you subscribe. What a thriller of a basketball game. And no spoilers in the chat either. 11.2 seconds left to be played in regulation between the Sixers and the Rockets. Tyrese Maxey got fouled on a three-point attempt, went to the line, made all 3 free throws to tie the game. And this is what you call Sixers basketball. It is unbelievable. I miss our midnight chats too, man. I really do. 11.1 seconds to go. The Rockets are going to inbound it. They get to advance the basketball as well. They still have 1 timeout to burn if they can't get the inbound pass off. Van Vliet's going to pass it inside over from the inbound to Alperen Şengün. 8 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Drummond guarding him over at the top of the key. 5 seconds left to go. Şengün goes down the lane. Goes up with a 1-foot jump shot. No good. Drummond gets the rebound. And we're going into OT. It's the end of regulation. I don't know what that play call was, but the Sixers locked down all doors on defense. Overtime at the WFC. Let's go, baby. Nice. All right, I will be right back in just a few moments. I don't know what that was. Şengün went over towards his right side. KJ Martin blocked it, and Andre Drummond got the rebound, and time expired, and we go into overtime. Nice job. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for OT. Baby, let's go. I need another sip of water, baby. Come on. Overtime at the Wells Fargo Center doesn't get any better than this. It's been the Tyrese Maxey show, baby. Tyrese Maxey and Ricky Council IV have been unbelievable tonight. We got to get the win, though. Job ain't done. Sixers 2-0 in overtime. Rockets 1-1 in overtime. Drummond will tip it off with Şengün. And here we go. The ref puts it up, and Drummond tips it all the way over to Fred VanVleet. Can the Sixers grab and snag a win? Let's get our first W tonight. Come on, man. Little bounce pass over to Şengün, who's in between the circles. Pass back over to Fred VanVleet. VanVleet for three at the top of the key. In and out it goes. Oubre tries to fight for the rebound. Goes out of bounds over towards Amen Thompson, and he runs out of bounds over towards the far sideline. All right. And the Sixers have possession of the rock. Tyrese Maxey, 39 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds, 6 for 11 from 3. Sixers on an 8-0 run. Maxey down the lane, kick out over to Yabusele. More off-ball movement by the Sixers as Tyrese Maxey has it. He wants to cross over. He crosses over again. Wide open, Yabusele, 3. Bang! Bang! Let's go! What an assist by Tyrese Maxey, and Gershon Yabusele once again from downtown. He's now 4 for 6 from 3 for the tie on a three-point shot. No good, but a foul called on the Sixers. And it will be in the act of shooting. I think it was Andre Drummond that committed the foul there with about 4:07 left to be played in overtime. Gershon Yabusele got the party started with a 3, and Oubre got called for a shooting foul. And we're going to have 3 free throws coming up for the Houston Rockets. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks, and hit the bell icons as well. And that way you'll know when we go live. We have a replay review here by the officials, and we're going to see if it is a 3-point play. That should be interesting, that's for sure. So the refs are going on over towards the booth. There's Sean Yabusele. That's great. Oh, man. Great stuff. The interlude music was nice, JJ. It's very vibey. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike for it. Let's see again. Oh, I don't know. Don't know if it's a 2 or a 3. I don't know. That is going to make a difference. Jalen Green got that. Yeah, I don't know. So they call it a shooting foul. Green is going to the line. First foul shot, swish. 111 to 109. So it is 3 free throws for Jalen Green. And 39 points for him. He's been unstoppable at the rim. I've missed this for the last week. I missed you guys, man. Second foul shot by Jalen. He trickles it in. All right. And again, why isn't this coming up on Ninja Chat? Don't know. So, Green so far has made both free throws, and now this is for the tie. It's up, and that one is good. 111. 111 is the score. Mr. Sureski's here. What's going on, man? What's going on? How you doing? 111 to 111 with 4 minutes left to go. Tyrese Maxey and Gershon Yabusele and Ricky Council all carrying the load for the Sixers. Maxey with the ball. Steps back. Crosses over. Steps back again. Oubre, three-pointer. That's up. No good. And a rebound by Alperen Şengün. And the Rockets are going to try to take the lead with 3:40 left to go in overtime. It's VanVleet, it's Brooks, it's Şengün, it's Green, and Thompson out there as well. Floater is up by Jalen Green. No. Şengün follow through. Yes. He tips it up and volleyballs it in. That makes it 113 to 111 with 3:20 left to be played in overtime. Dribble handoff over to Gershon Yabusele. Another dribble handoff over towards Jared McCain. McCain back over to Gershon. Gershon down the lane, being heavily guarded. Back outside to McCain. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. McCain behind the bat. Dribble moves. Lost the ball. And it's turned over. Jalen Green comes up with a steal. Not a good play by Jared McCain whatsoever. 3 minutes left to be played. McCain has had a very, very cold night. He's been really solid this season. but this is one of the worst games he's had in quite some time. Green downhill. Kick out over to Şengün, who had a wide-open three. Could not get it to go, though. Steps out of bounds, and the Sixers get the ball back. Şengün had it over on the far corner, and then he just went inside over towards the baseline, did not watch his footing. He slipped up, and the Sixers are going to get the ball back. Just like that. And it was actually I beg your pardon, there was a charge. Gershon Yabusele sold his body. And that was beautiful. 113-111, Sixers down by 2. Rockets with 21 turnovers, Sixers with only 15. Maxi to KJ Martin. Screen comes. Maxi gets it back over towards the near side. Amen Thompson's guarding him. He has seconds left to go on the shot clock. Maxi dribbles around the timeline, goes down the lane, tries to finish with the left hand. It goes up, no good. And again, Maxi got blitzed, no whistle once again, and a rebound by Houston. 2:20 left to be played in overtime. Philadelphia down by 2, and we have a whistle called. I believe that's going to go against the Sixers. Going to have another sip of water as we're in this timeout. KJ Martin still out there for the Sixers. It's KJ Martin, Jared McCain, Kelly Oubre Jr., Tyrese Maxey, and Gershon Yabusele. Şengün steps back, tries to take a shot over towards the baseline. No good. Follow through, though. That's good. And the Sixers down by 4 with 2 minutes left to go. Both teams do have 2 timeouts left to be played in overtime. They get 2 timeouts per each overtime. A 7-0 run by the Rockets. Sixers have to get going here. Maxi outside over to KJ Martin. Back over to McCain. McCain's been ice cold. He goes over towards the foul line, tries to lay it up, and he gets fouled. Good job by Jared McCain to be aggressive with 2.7 seconds left over on the shot clock. And he'll head to the nail and shoot a pair of free throws. How about Alperen Şengün just going behind the back with the dribble moves and just trying to lay it up and in? He could not do so. They called the foul on the floor. And McCain is going to try to get the inbound. It's actually going to go to Gershon Yabusele. The shot goes up, and a shot clock violation called against the Philadelphia 76ers. And they got to play defense. McCain literally got blitzed, and it was in the act of shooting. I don't know why they didn't call it a shooting foul, but they called it a foul on the floor, and that's a little bit confusing. 95 seconds left to go, though, nevertheless. Van Vliet over towards the far side. And fakes the dribble handoff over to Jalen Green. Şengün gets it over at the top of the key. He's being guarded heavily by Gershon Yabusele. He spins, he turns, he goes up from coast to coast and gets the layup to go. And that makes it 117-111 with about 120 left to be played in overtime. Alperen Şengün has been taken over overtime for the Houston Rockets. And he's been schooling Gershon Yabusele. That's been the difference of the overtime so far. Sixers are going to have to try to come up with a counterpunch in just a few moments. Come on, man. Man. Come on. I can't stand this. This team is sad to watch, this KGB. This is Sixers basketball. This is so Sixers basketball, man. This is so Sixers basketball. 76ers need to win this one for Charles Barkley, says Joe. Joel Embiid has missed terribly, says Joe. Oh, come on. Ugh. Yeah, nah. We don't miss him. We don't miss the attitude, man. I will tell you, though, Gershon's getting cooked by Şengün now. 117-111 with about 1:20 left to go in overtime at the Wells Fargo Center. Sixers get to advance the ball. KJ Martin will inbound it for Philadelphia. Guarding the inbound is Tari Eason. Martin will inbound it over to Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele gets a mismatch. It's Fred VanVleet on him, a guy that's 4 inches smaller than him. Tries to pass it outside the council. One more to McCain. Wide open three-pointer. No good. Gershon, offensive rebound. McCain, down low to KJ Martin. Bang! KJ punches it in. Nice offensive board by Gershon Yabusele. Maxi was at the top of the key, and a little slam dunk down low, and that's why Ime Udoka calls for time. A 4-point deficit now for the Sixers, and Udoka wants to get his offense all set up with 107 left to be played. Wow. I hope it goes into double OT, man. Please. I like that play. And please, no spoilers down below. Honestly, they fought. No whining from us. Yeah. I don't care about just fighting anymore. I mean, yeah, sure. Like, it's nice. I still take away positive things, but I need us to win, man. Like, that's still the goal. The goal is still to win games. It is. Bring back Bailey Howell. It's Groundhog's Day all over again. On Thanksgiving Eve. Yes, sir. How's everybody doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icon. Sixers could use a defensive stop here as the Rockets get to advance the basketball, and they'll inbound it from Fred VanVleet over towards the far sideline over near the scorer's table. 107 left to be played in overtime. VanVleet will try to get the inbound pass off. He has to look for somebody. Finds Şengün cutting over towards the basket. The ball gets blocked by KJ Martin, but he gets called for a foul. And Şengün again is going to head on over to the line. Andre Drummond finally comes in for the Sixers. Honestly, he should have been out there in overtime. I don't understand why he wasn't out there, but 106 left to go in overtime. And it was a foul on the floor, so the Sixers had a foul to give. VanVleet will inbound it again with 1:05 left to go, and Şengün gets it. Drummond guarding him over at the top of the key. 1 minute left to go. And now it's Jalen Green over at the top of the key. Maxi trying to guard him, gets around the screen, and now Drummond down low over to Şengün. Şengün gets it blocked by Drummond, and we have a whistle called, and that's going to be a foul on the Sixers. And that was in the act of shooting. It was a personal foul, or a shooting foul, with 51.1 seconds left to go. Let's see where the foul was. I'd like to see that again. It was on Ricky Council the fourth. Yeah, that's the right play. And Şengün's going to go on over to the line. Jalen Green's going to sub out for a quick second. First foul shot, doink. Sixers are at the foul limit. Jared McCain's going to sub back in for Philadelphia, so the door is still technically open. It is still technically open. 117 to 113 with 51.1 seconds left in OT. Şengün at the charity stripe. Brickin' for chicken for Philadelphia. Can it work? The second foul shot is up, and that's good. So it's a 5-point lead now, 118 to 113. Sixers have got to get going here really quickly. Sixers have not shot a field goal in overtime. Rockets are 4 for 5. Maxi gets a step back, 3-point shot. That's up, short. And a rebound by Yabusele. Maxi has life again for the Sixers. Maxi down the lane, tries to lay it up, can't lay it in. Wanted a foul call, and we have a foul called. And that's going to go against the Sixers. Unbelievable. Tari Eason got elbowed right in the face. I can't understand why Tyrese Maxey didn't get a foul call there. It was, I don't know. Maybe that was goaltending. I don't know. That should have, that hit the back. I think that barely hit the backboard first. I don't know. It is an official review, though. They called goaltending, and the refs are going to review this. So if that does stand, I didn't see a goaltending call from the ref, but then like when they showed the replay, I thought I saw it just a little bit. And this is, they're going to go over to the scores table and try to review this. There's 30.5 seconds left on the game clock, and this is an official review. It's not a challenge, it's an official review. It looked like that it hit the back. I think that it hit the backboard, and then Şengün got a piece of it after it touched the glass. So that is a goaltend if the call stands. Now they're over at the scores table still trying to figure everything out. And they're trying to get a word from New Jersey. And now the Sixers actually get a free timeout. Both teams actually get a free timeout from this. So it sort of kind of helps them. But hopefully the call will be in favor of them too. 30.5 seconds left to go. Let's see what the call is. So it's overturned to a block. They overturned the call. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They overturned the call. It's 118 to 113 with 30.5 seconds left to go. And what is the result going to be? It's going to be Houston ball. They're going to have to inbound it from Sixers territory. But now we have another stoppage in play. I don't know what they're trying to set up here, but the ref is going to try to give the ball to Amen Thompson, and now they'll inbound it, or at least try to. And the ball goes into Şengün's hand, and you got a foul. I don't know why you're not fouling. KJ Martin is just taking time off the clock. Lost the ball, Şengün. And now we have a foul called on KJ Martin. 118 to 113 is the score with 22.7 seconds left to go. I don't know. It barely... I'm looking at the replay of the goaltending call. I don't know. It is so close. It is really that close. So we have some free throws coming up by Alperen Şengün. It's a game of inches, man. Oh, man. 118 to 113. It'd be great if he could miss both of these. We have another stoppage in play with 22.7 seconds to go. Andre Drummond will sub back in for KJ Martin as Martin fouls out with 8 points tonight. And Drummond is going to come on in. First foul shot coming up by Şengün. He puts it up and he makes it. And it's a 119 to 113 ball game. See if it can still be kept to a 6-point game. 119 to 113. Drummond entered on in. Second foul shot by Şengün. Swish. 120 to 113. McCain will get the inbound. Sixers have got to work very quickly here. McCain over at the logo. Goes down the lane. Gets the ball stripped. Council gets it back, though. Council over to McCain. Not once, not twice. And the rebound goes to Şengün, and that's going to do it. As long as they play keep away, and they do. 8.3 seconds left, and there was a foul called by Tyrese Maxey. So Maxi just got a little hand on Alperen Şengün. And the Sixers are going to go on and lose yet another ball game and be 11 games under 500. Unless a miracle happens. 120 to 113. Şengün at the foul line. He was ice cold today in regulation, and then in overtime he woke up. First foul shot good. 121 to 113. The next Sixers game will be on Saturday. Before we go, though, I'll give you my takes. Şengün's second foul shot, that's good. And I would definitely make sure that I give you my takes on that. Maxi over to Council. Council sledges it home. Goes down with a lot of ferocity. It's 122 to 115. And the Rockets inbounded, and that's the ball game. Sixers lose by a final score of 122 to 115. Another loss by the 76ers. And it's just continuing to get ugly for Philadelphia. They almost were able to snag this game away. And all of a sudden, there was Alperen Şengün. They're not going to give him the player of the game, but he was the difference in overtime. He really went off. And the Sixers had this game. The Rockets gave it away, and the Sixers just could not capitalize. And not a good ending for Philadelphia. That's not what you want to see. What are my big takeaways? Why did the Sixers lose this game? They lost this game, first and foremost. I did not like in the first quarter that Eric Gordon just continues to play basketball. And that really, bit the Sixers in the butt. It did. Eric Gordon's playing out there. You know, he's out there for 7 minutes in the first quarter, and he's a minus 10. Minus 10, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I never will. For some reason, Nick Nurse likes to be behind the A-ball and go to Eric Gordon. And then, what does he do? He goes to Ricky Council in the second quarter. Council gives them a little spark, and Council gives the Sixers life in the second quarter. And that's what they needed. Council actually played pretty well tonight, I thought, overall, and did what he had to do. He had a big-time 3 in the fourth quarter with a minute 40 left to go. That was really nice to see. But ultimately, they lost this game because they lost the first quarter. Now, that doesn't deny the fact that the Sixers had a couple of sloppy turnovers in the fourth quarter, and then they ran out of gas for some reason in overtime. But Gershon Yabusele cannot be playing center. He cannot be playing center. That's not his position. He's a stretch 4. Andre Drummond should have been out there to start off overtime. Alperen Şengün had it going on, and they just said Ime Udoka came up with a really nice game plan and out-coached Nick Nurse once again. And the Sixers go on and lose because of Nick Nurse. That's why. You can't have Gershon playing the backup center minutes. He needs to be out there playing the stretch 4. Andre Drummond comes back in with 2 minutes left to go. Plays pretty good defense on Şengün. But it was too little too late. That's why you lost. Coaching, once again, lost the Sixers this game. Positives? To me, honestly, nothing's really positive unless they win these games now. I hate saying that. Ricky Council, there's your positive. 12 points plus 9. 1 steal, 1 block. Nice 3. He had 10 rebounds. That is a big plus. In 27 minutes, he had it going on. He did. Jared McCain today was ice cold. He just did not have it tonight. It was a little bit disappointing because if he had an on game tonight, they would have won this game. Oubre stinks. 5 for 12, 0 for 5 from 3. He just could not play good at all tonight. He didn't have Caleb Martin, didn't have Kyle Lowry, didn't have Joel Embiid, didn't have Paul George. At this point, Adem Bona needs to play. I don't get it. I don't understand why he's not playing. Makes no sense to me. KJ Martin gave some really good minutes too. 8 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 2 rebounds, and an assist as well. Gave you some nice little physical play, but overall, Sixers got out-rebounded at bad times. The Rockets got some life, and they gave this game away again to the Sixers. The Sixers just could not capitalize. They couldn't hit the 3 in the fourth quarter with Gershon wide open. But ultimately, at the end of the day, Nick Nurse literally costed them this game again. He has to be examined. It's gotten to the point now where Nick Nurse is costing this team games. And I'm not even just talking about strategy and play calling. I thought that his play calling tonight was fine. You just can't have Eric Gordon out there. And not only that, but Adem Bona has to play. Adem Bona has to play backup center when Andre Drummond is the starter. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. See you Saturday, says David. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Stay safe. Love you guys. See you on Saturday. Yep, I'll see you Saturday. I don't like this team. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Save me a leg. What are your thoughts about this, man? Almost got their rebounds, killed us tonight. Yeah. Again, I don't take any moral victories now with this team. Sure, Tyrese Maxey balled out, gave it all that he had. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we lost. Yeah, the Rockets are 13-6. We should have beaten the Rockets, man. Jalen Green went off on us today, and it took our head coach so long to put a body on him. That was another reason why we lost, too. My man's hitting wide open threes, literally from Houston. He's pulling up from Houston in Philadelphia. He's wide open. He's cashing in the shots, and yet we don't have one defender on him in the first quarter. He had 18 of their points in the first quarter. Again, coaching. Coaching lost us this game. That's a problem. Every single night, man. Every single night. Great call, JJ, per usual. DF. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, man. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I appreciate you all so much for being here. I'll be on Saturday. We got Sixers, Pistons in Tobias land. And I will see you guys on the next one. I'm disappointed. I am. Like, maybe people are numb now. I am numb, but I still expected a win. And maybe other people can cheer me up and talk me over from jumping off a cliff or whatever the case is, but we had a chance to really win this game, and we just could not take the bull by the horn. And the number one reason is just because of our head coach, who is just really making a lot of questionable decisions. So, all right, love you all. Catch you all on the next one. Let me know what your thoughts are down below if you're watching this on the replay. If you're tuning in on Facebook, hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. I'll catch you all on the next one. Lila Tov. Good night.